everyone, and welcome back to more of me playing Watch Dogs Legion Resistance Mode. The growl is back in there, a bit stronger today because I'm a bit more energized. And why am I more energized, you may be wondering? Well, let's get this over and done with before we actually start playing the game. But guys, seriously, I cannot recommend these people enough. I'm drinking them constantly, and if you want to get yourself some for simply 10% off, use our link down below or code 2.5 at checkout. That is a wonderful people over at Dubby Energy, but they don't just do energy drinks, they do a lot more. They do normal drinks now, if anything, which is their Hydro series that has no caffeine whatsoever, so you can enjoy that. I actually got an email from them the other day offering me a free tub of Hydro, so I think I'm going to take them up on that offer. That's just for me, though, because I'm partnered with them, and for Harry and Aaron as well, because we're partnered with them. But for you guys can get any of their stuff 10% off. Jaxie already cheering with the bits, thank you very much. So yeah, if you want any of their stuff, 10% off, like I always say. Link down below or code 2.5 at checkout, but if you use the link it automatically applies the code. And again, not just bottles and not just drinks and not just anything like that. Also found out they do air fresheners for cars. Aaron's just bought one. I might buy one if I smell his car and it smells really good. Not that I'm going to deliberately just walk over to his car and sniff it, but when obviously he starts driving properly and we get in his car for road trips and whatever, if it smells nice I might end up getting one. But yeah, again, check out Dubby, amazing product, wonderful team, sponsors the channel and helps us out as well. So whatever you guys get helps us out, and let me know what you get because I'm always curious. In fact, Paul messaged me on Instagram not too long ago showing me what he got, and again, it's always awesome if you guys get some stuff from them on us. Just helps out massively, so check them out. Another thing you guys can do as well is if you want to get a cool t-shirt or hoodie or jumper, check out my clothing range on Etsy. Give that a little looky-loo. Christmas stuff at the moment, at the time of me streaming this right now, probably not in the future on the YouTube, because I'm pretty sure this video will come out in 2026, but my Christmas stuff is currently 50% off, so yeah, check that out. Other than that, that's pretty much it for all the stuff we need to plug. Back to the game though, and also, let's answer that question. I've also seen FNAF 2 and it was good. Did you watch it? No, I haven't seen it yet, but I really want to. I really want to go see FNAF 2. I've also said this to Aaron. I think we talked about it on our It Takes Two stream. About us watching the first one together and then going and seeing the second one. Because I actually think, if anything, unlike the Minecraft movie, I think that'll be a movie Harry would enjoy more. Although Harry enjoyed the Mario movie. And if you haven't seen those reviews, go check them out. And that's not to anyone just with me live right now, but anyone who's, you know, watching this in the future. I always have to talk in two timelines. But go check that out, our reviews. And we've got more video game movie reviews to come. I'm not being funny, but we recently got announced at the Game Awards that we're getting a Street Fighter film. Now, again, that might be redundant at the time of this going up on the YouTube, but as I'm speaking now, live, Street Fighter's getting a movie next year, and I'm really looking forward to that, just because of how many wrestlers are in it, and it actually does look pretty good. Hopefully it stays that way, and hopefully it's not a shower of shit. But, I mean, the most recent Mortal Kombat movies have been good, so that gives me high hopes. And that's also another thing, we're getting Mortal Kombat 2 next year as a film as well. So, plenty of movie gaming content to come. Isn't there already a Street Fighter movie? Yes, there is. So, like Mortal Kombat, they had a movie in, like, I think it was the 80s or something, or maybe even earlier than that, or later than that, I'm not too sure. And that movie was absolute trash, whereas they're giving it another go, because right now, I'm telling you, right now, video game movies are actually getting a lot better. A lot better. Like, we've seen the success of the Sonic trilogy. Again, Mario's doing really well with these movies now. I just feel like they're going back and they're picking all the gaming franchises that had movies before and trying them again. There still have been blunders though. The Borderlands movie, in my opinion, shit, and Aaron definitely thinks it's shit. In my opinion, Uncharted, the movie, sucks, and oh, that's a subject for a future topic and a future video. Yeah, there certainly have been blunders, but I will say that now we're seeing more video game adaptations get a lot better. We've also had video game TV shows like The Last of Us, and again, I really enjoyed that, although Season 2 wasn't as good as Season 1. This is the thing, I love Last of Us 2 the game, but I don't like Last of Us Season 2, even though it adapts the game, and then they changed a few things, which I think is pretty stupid, and I don't like the fact that they made Ellie's bit Season 2, and then Abby's bit's going to be Season 3, but it also makes sense, but I still don't kind of like it. And yeah, of course, we've seen the success of the Minecraft movie, also getting a sequel in 2027, best believe we'll be covering that. Like I'm covering my ears with my headphones, because we actually have a game to play, for fuck's sake, what am I doing? We need to actually crack on. Because there's as Superman would say in the Superman 64 game, there's no time to waste. Right, so in the last stream, basically in the last stream, I done a pub crawl. Not in real life, obviously in the game. Why are most of my operatives here? Holy shit, look! A bunch of them are just all gathered round here, like, what the fuck? But yeah, no, basically, in the last stream, I done what was essentially a pub crawl. So I was going for the achievement where you had to drink in every pub and play darts in every pub as well. Or anywhere where you could play darts. I done that achievement, as well as, I think there was a couple other achievements I did. It's funny because that stream wasn't too long ago and I've already forgotten, but we still have quite a few achievements left to go, especially one brutally hard one, but I'll touch on that when we do it. In today's stream, my goal is, once again, achievement cleanup, mainly in the main game, and then afterwards we have to then move over to the DLC, which, yes, I am going to do the DLC in this playthrough, because on PlayStation, the DLC is separate, so you don't need the DLC to get the Platinum. On Xbox, however, the DLC is not separate, and I won't have official 100% unless I do the DLC as well. So, that's what we've got to do today. Well, not today, I'm not doing the DLC today, but that's what we've got to do in this playthrough. Fucking, I don't know why I said today. What the fuck's wrong with me? Right. Okay. So yeah, one of the achievements that I'm going for... What? Are you... Man. Anyway. So, one of the achievements I'm going to go for today, which is another one of get everything, it's basically a collectible achievement I'm going for right now, is, so, in the game, I've shown this off before, but if you haven't been following this playthrough religiously, which I think you should, and watch all the streams from beginning to end, even if you have to leave them playing in the background, don't care, just do it. It really helps us out a lot. You know, helps with the ad revenue, right? But that's besides the point. So, dotted throughout the map are these basically these walls you can graffiti on. Haha, graffiti wash, buy one. But, yeah, you can graffiti on these walls, and they're called paste-ups, and there's an achievement obviously tied to doing every single one, and that's what we're going to... Oh, I got a new one! Oh, I'm going to apply that one. That's what I'm going to be doing today. Remember when I asked about Corey Kenshin? I do remember that. So yeah, today's stream, first I'm going to do all the paste-up locations. There's not that many. I would say there's not as many as how many pubs and darts games we had to do in the last stream. Also, yeah, every time you do a paste-up, you get Ito as well, which I still need to get the achievement for. So actually, this is something that I noticed I got wrong. So in the last stream, and even in several streams, I've not spent any of my in-game money because I thought that there was an achievement for having 1 million Ito. It turns out I was wrong. Apparently the achievement is just spend 100,000 Ito on clothes. I've got 90,500, close to getting 100,000. Once I have 100,000, I'm just going to go to a shop and buy a load of random clothes in the game. But yeah, I swear though, that it must be a Mandela effect or something, because I could have sworn that there was an achievement for having 1 million Ito. I honestly swear that that was the case, but apparently I was wrong. And it's not the first time that I feel like this is happening. Maybe the first time on stream, but I've certainly gone back and played some games and thought, hang on a minute, I swear there was a trophy for this, and that trophy or achievement no longer exists. Did you look him up like you said I did? Oh, actually, do you know what? I'm gonna be honest. I completely forgot. I completely forgot to look him up. Again, remind me of who he is. Is he? I'm still worried that I'm going to look him up and some picture of a dude with his like penis out is going to pop up or something. I hope that's definitely not the case. I'll never forget the first time in, I think it was secondary school, where someone said to me, "Hey JC, you should Google meat spin." And now listen, do not Google meat spin. Just don't ever do it. Oh, there's a paste up right here. Oh shit, I want to get that one first then. As if there was literally one round the corner from the one I just did. Yeah, no, I remember this was, yeah, oh my god, man. But back in the day, the internet wasn't as common knowledge as it was now. So it's like, someone would tell you to Google something, and if you genuinely didn't know, you didn't know, and you end up Googling it, and that would be on your search history forever. And that was it. But yeah, no, I remember one time in secondary school when someone came over to me and said, "JC, Google meat spin." And I was like, "What? What's meat spin?" And they were like, "It's not what you think it is." And I was like, "Okay." And again, my poor innocent teenage brain, somewhat innocent, because that's what one of the days that corrupted me, I guess, awoke me to the... Oh, for fuck's sake. Right, first of all, jam their gun. Second of all, disrupt. Third of all, takedown. Oh, shit. Oh, why did I do that, actually? That was a terrible idea. Great. Now I've got to run off.
To all units. Possible hostiles near your location.
No, no, no!
Received.
Drive!
Moving to
Ah! No, okay. Oh, fuck me. Wait. I need to... Okay, yeah, my waypoint's still there. Right, I need to leave that there because otherwise I'm going to forget how to get back there. Right, oh, fuck me, man. Why? Why is this happening already? Right, swerve. Do you know what? I actually like these taxi cars. They're pretty... They're not rapid, but they're still quite fast.
We're going around the target.
Right, swerve. Okay, we need to go down some side roads. The best way to lose the police in this game is to literally drive like a bit of a lunatic and take every side road possible.
I repeat,
Like that. Avoid that one. And then you know what? We'll tuck into this alleyway over here. Corey Kenshin is a famous YouTuber who got famous off FNAF, and he also is the taxi driver in the FNAF movie. Oh, no way! Yeah, because I also know that, MatPat from Game Theory is in both FNAF movies as well. In the first movie, he plays the dude in the diner who serves, I think it's one of the main characters, or serves, like, I can't remember. I know he serves someone, and he says, what was it? He says about breakfast being the most important meal of the day, and then he goes, but hey, that's just a theory, and that had me crying with laughter, because I thought that was brilliant, and also a little bit funny. Like, it was more so I was crying with laughter just at the fact that he was there and he got to say that. And then I now know that in the second movie, he voices Toy Bonnie. So... But no, that's cool that another Five Nights at Freddy's YouTuber got to be in the films. I'm seeing this a lot now. YouTubers are starting to enter more and more mainstream media. Like, I'm seeing this a lot now. And I think it's brilliant so long as we don't, as a society and as a group of people making content, so long as they don't forget where they came from, right? Like, this is just my opinion. I think that it's wonderful that, yeah, YouTubers are entering more mainstream media. We're starting to see them more in TV shows. I believe, so lately, I mean, for example, the biggest one, KSI being in Britain's Got Talent. KSI in Britain's Got Talent is fucking massive because there were people who still didn't know who KSI was, and then he went on BGT and now everyone knows who he is. And I mean mainly the older generation, because obviously anyone could tell their grandma who KSI is and she'll still sit there and say, oh, I don't know who that is, what the fuck are you talking about? But now he's on BGT, he was a judge, and he's going to be a judge again full time, so now everyone knows who he is. Another one, George Clarkey, is on, is it Strictly Come Dancing? Or Street Dance? Or what? No, not Street Dance. Street Dance is the film. Yeah, George Clarkey is on Strictly Come Dancing. And then another more recent example, and a bit of spoilers, but by the time this goes up on the YouTube, it won't be spoilers anymore. You also have Angry Ginge, who was on I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here, as well. Another example. And, again, spoilers. I don't know if I should say, because I don't know if anyone here watches it or is still watching it. I know it's finished now. Oh, you know, I've said the spoiler warning twice, so cover your ears. But I also, from what I saw and heard, that he won. And then immediately he went onto YouTube and Twitch and done a live stream. Basically, I think, talking about his experience and what it was like. I also kept seeing a clip of him go viral where apparently he cried on I'm a Celeb. And that clip went mega viral. Because it's like, not only is he on the show, but he also cried. What's your opinion of Megan Fox voicing Toy Chica? Should I care? Is Megan Fox controversial or something? Like, I don't know how. I'll have to watch the film to give an opinion on that. I don't know if it's something that I should have a reaction to right now. And then when I see the film, maybe that changed my opinion. But right now, I don't really care. When I see the film, then I'll judge her performance. I have more of an opinion of Brie Larson voicing Rosalina, because for what it's worth, Brie Larson is great as Captain Marvel. and she's a really good actress, but in my honest opinion, I think outside of her roles, hasn't got a great history on the internet. I think that I've seen things about Brie Larson outside of her stuff in movies and things like that, where she's apparently not the nicest person, from what I've heard. But I do think it's cool that she's a Nintendo fan. She's been featured in a lot of Nintendo adverts, like she's in a lot of Switch 2 adverts. And even as well, the whole reason why she's voicing Rosalina is not only because she obviously would have auditioned and got the role. Another thing that I heard is that a story about her went viral where she apparently was playing Mario Galaxy and told her boyfriend to basically fuck off because her boyfriend was like asking her for attention, or like was in her house and was like trying to talk to her or do something with her, probably trying to sleep with her or something, and obviously she was busy gaming, and a story like that went viral where... Fucking hell, Jaxie! 99 bits! Holy shit! Oh my god, thank you so much! And also... Oh, did you not attach a message? So, I actually should, I'll reiterate this again. I've said it in the last 2 or 3 streams now, and anyone who knows should just know this anyway. If you put a message in with the bits and you cheer over 50 bits, it should read out with a little robotic voice. Most streamers do this. I've only just recently implemented it, because I only just recently figured out how to implement it. But Jaxie, thank you so much for the 99 bits. Really appreciate that, man. Thank you. But anyway, going back to what I was saying about Brie Larson. Yeah, so one of the reasons that she got the role of Rosalina in Mario Galaxy is, again, not only because she must have auditioned, and she must have obviously done a really good job at her audition. Another reason that I'm hearing is because a story went viral where basically she was playing Mario Galaxy and her boyfriend was pestering her for some reason, as I say, probably to get it on, but no, you know. But she was busy gaming, and she basically told her boyfriend to get out of the house. Or like leave, because he was bugging her and she was trying to beat Mario Galaxy and he weren't having none of it and was like, no, give me attention please, and she was like, no, I'm gaming. And then that story also went viral, and obviously a story about a Nintendo game like that, of course it's going to go viral, and of course it's going to catch the ears of Nintendo. So maybe another reason why she got the role of Rosalina. And again, I have more of an opinion of Brie Larson being Rosalina than any other actor or actress doing something, because again, from what I've seen and heard, I think she's brilliant at her role. I don't dislike her as a person. Hey!
Here's some more bits, mate.
There you go, yeah, did you hear it? Here's some more bits, mate. Yeah, there we go. And also, you'll find this quite funny. I picked the Nigerian African sort of woman voice for the bot that reads the message. So, yeah. If you want to insult us with a Nigerian woman's voice, you can now by cheering 50 bits or more and attaching a message to it. Again, I know other streamers do this. I've only just recently implemented it. And once again, Jaxie, thank you so much for the bits. Honestly, too kind. Really appreciate it. And again, now you've got fun incentive to do it. I'm still always working on making the streams a more fun experience for you guys. I know a lot of people have been saying about the chat points as well, and I understand that. And I'm trying to now... That's the next thing I want to learn, is how that fucking works. But so far, what I do know that works is, again, the subscriptions, the emotes. We've done the emotes. You see, if you've been following this channel from the beginning, you'll see how progressively it gets better, right? Like before, we didn't have emotes. Before, we barely had anything. The Twitch was so fucking bare bones and basic. But as you've been watching, we've been learning, and you know, I'm trying my very best to, again, improve the experience for you guys. I've given 151 bits, and you're an absolute legend for doing that. Thank you so much. And you even get the little bit icon with the number 1 on it because you were the first one to do it on today's stream. Yeah, I'm working ever so much to try and make the streaming experience more fun for you guys, especially for those of you watching live. Again, anyone watching this on the YouTube, this is the reason why you should come join us live. So follow that damn Twitch. Subscribe to the Twitch as well. Helps us out, and like I said, you get to have fun with us here. Like I say, you can insult me now with a Nigerian woman's voice, because I set up a thing to do that now, text-to-speech. So, the many antics we can get up to. And again, the aim is to, again, try and stream more. And I've always said this, and I'll keep saying it, I'd love to do this full-time. And that only comes from if you guys, again, join, show some love and support, watch everything all the way through. What would your reaction be if I donated 10,000 bits? Fuck me, I would be very shocked. I'd be very shocked, and yeah, 10,000 though? How much would 10,000 be? Because isn't it basically 1 bit is basically 1p? So which means that you've done 151, so you've basically done £1.51. And I think it's brilliant that Twitch have enabled a currency on their platform that makes it so you don't have to give too much money. Because obviously you can donate cash directly, like you could donate, but I think the minimum amount you're allowed to do is a £5, so £5. And obviously subscribing, if you don't have Amazon Prime, you have to pay, I think it's $4.99, or that might have even gone up, to subscribe. Of course, if you have Amazon Prime, you can use your Prime subscription to do that as well, but that's besides the point. But I like that Twitch came up with the idea of let's make our own currency and call it bits, to give it a cool name, something that sounds kind of gamery and, you know, content creation-y or whatever. And it's not expensive, as I say. I think in the US it's 1 cent, in the UK 1p. Yeah, exactly. So I think that's brilliant that Twitch have done that, because yeah, even if you don't, because otherwise I know a lot of people that want to support their creators don't have a lot of money, and in this current day and age, and even going into the future, time's getting tough. But I'm sure we can all spare 1p, and if you love your creator that much, your content creator that much, and you think, you know what, even if I could just give them a penny, just to at least send a message or something. As I say, 50 bits or higher, the bot will read a message out loud. So if one day the chat's ever too busy and you're trying to get my attention, 50p, and you can blast a message at me, basically saying, hey, fucking listen, alright? I mean, at the minute we're alright because the chat's fairly quiet, but as the community grows, which we want it to grow, if one day the chat's busy and someone wants to get a hold of me, 50 bits or more, and you can send me a message. Although eventually that might even have to change, because one day we might get loads of people join, and then 50p is 50p, and then we might have to even up it, because then people start spamming shit. But again, it's all for the experience, to make it more fun for you guys, and so you guys can interact with us more. God, you know what? I've just spaghettied a bunch of different sentences together. So what's that going to do? So what are you going to do with the £1.51 I just gave you? Well, Jaxie, in this current day and age, I guess that gets me a Freddo. But you know what? Maybe I'll buy a Freddo. Obviously, if we were talking years ago, that would have been multiple Freddos, but nowadays it's probably just one. But again, regardless of the amount, it's still greatly appreciated. And if that's all you can do, that's all you can do. And we ain't going to force it. We'll encourage it. Obviously, I always sit here and say, hey, if you want to donate bits, go on ahead. But at the same time, we're not going to sit here and basically demand that you do it. Do you know what I mean? It is what it is. And it's always appreciated. So thank you very much. And like I said, 50 or more, robot reads message. So, right, let's go to this paste up over here. Is there anyone that's close by who we could switch to? We could always switch to our police officer. See, and this is another thing. We need more of this in the chat when I'm doing these sorts of bits. Because obviously, the last 2 streams have mainly been me doing cleanup. And the cleanup streams is where I'm relying on you guys to jump in the chat and keep me company. Because the cleanup stuff, as I say, everything I do with my completion playthroughs is streamed because I want you guys to watch the full process. My idea is like, I've said this before and I'll say it again, is I want to document the full completion process. Not only just for myself, I mean mainly for myself so I can look back at it when I'm old and wrinkly and can't play video games anymore because my hands don't work. But the other thing as well is to show you guys realistically what it looks like when you want to complete a game. Right, and all the steps that go into that. And then obviously when I complete the game I do a review at the end, giving my opinions. Well, there have been some games where I haven't done reviews, but going forward I'm doing reviews. Like I still need to get this out on the YouTube, and hopefully it is out by the time this goes on the YouTube, but I still need to get the SpongeBob streams out, the Cosmic Shake ones. I still haven't even started that yet, and I'm just getting through uploading High on Life, because where I stream so much now, and even Aaron's been streaming and other things as well, we spread out the uploads. Like, there's enough streams that we could upload every day, but at the same time, if we uploaded all of them every day, a lot of them would get missed, and you guys would miss stuff. Whereas you spread them out, so it gives you guys time to watch them and take them in before we then upload the next one. Remind me what Bits does for your channel. Again, it's just revenue. Like, it's just money in the bank, really. Like, so yeah, you've given us that £1.51. That goes into our Twitch revenue. When we make a certain amount of money, we can cash out. And then when we cash out, obviously that goes towards all 3 of us. And I split the money equally. Despite the fact that you see myself and Aaron the most on stream. But again, we here at 2.5 Gamers UK, we're a team. We started this together. We're bringing it up together. yeah, we split it evenly. So yeah, it's just again, it helps out massively. Even if it's all you can spare, trust me, it helps, right? So, and it's more incentive to just keep going. I'm not being funny, but yeah, I keep saying this, and I'll keep saying it and repeating it over and over and over again. I want this to be my full-time job. I don't want to work where I work anymore. Like, I don't. I obviously, I have to. And I hope no one at my work hears me say this and goes, oh, well, JC, if you don't want to work here anymore, you're fired. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, no, obviously, it is what it is. Like, I do the very best that I can at work, and I do enjoy my job. But, at the same time, it's not something I want to do for the rest of my life. I'd happily do this for the rest of my life. And as I keep saying, there are other people who do this full-time. And the fact that I'm not one of them drives me fucking crazy. The fact that there are other people who get to stream every day and they make money, enough to pay the rent, enough to live off of, and they get to play video games and react to shit and review movies and just do the things that they enjoy, and now I'm not one of those people, stresses me out and really gets under my skin and makes me just go, do you know what? If they can do it, why can't I? If they can do it, why can't I? Not just quoting the bloody T-Can song, you know, if I can do it, then why can't you? But that's, yeah. Wait, if I gave the channel 3 bits, would you, Harry, and Aaron each get a bit? Yeah, basically. Again, I split everything. We split everything evenly. It doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter even if one of us hasn't put any effort into the channel. Obviously, if someone hasn't put effort in the channel, I can't even English right now. If someone hasn't put effort in the channel, best believe I'd call them out on it. But all 3 of us share everything equally. Like, I will never take a bigger cut than the other 2. And you know what? You can clip that if you want, because say if in the future, I don't know, an evil version of me takes over in the future and decides to steal all the money. No, I'm joking, that's not going to happen. But, you know, first and foremost with this channel, we're all friends. We decided to do this together, and because we decided to do this together, everything gets split equally. So, yeah, whatever we make here, split between the 3 of us. Whatever we make from you guys buying Dubby, our partners, split equally. Whatever we make on YouTube, split equally. The only thing where I will say that I will take the money for myself would be the clothing brand. That's the only thing where I would take the money for myself, because that was my idea. The same with how Harry, for example, so Harry resells games. That is exclusively his idea. He will never resell a game and split the profits with myself and Aaron, because Aaron and I don't help him directly. Well, actually, we don't really help him at all with the selling games part. Although I can say directly, because we have featured Harry's reselling on the channel to help promote it, and it has actually helped him in a massive way, because the video did garner some attention. And from that attention, it's actually made him a lot of sales. And it's also managed to get him some free games. He messaged in the group chat the other day, and I'm speaking, again, in the current time. Those watching this in the future, that this would be in the past. But, just the other day, he messaged in the group chat saying, oh my god, ran into someone, they recognise me from the channel, they know I sell games, and they gave me a bunch of free games, and I thought, lucky fucker, but at the same time, fair fucking play. That is obviously, again, another bonus of doing this, another reason why we love doing it as well. But yeah, no, like, anything channel-wise gets shared equally between the 3 of us. So again, YouTube revenue, again, donations, bits, etc., Twitch revenue, that's all shared equally between the 3 of us. And then Harry and I have our own exclusive projects. Like I say, he's got his reselling of games, I've got the clothing brand, but anything to do with the channel is split between all 3 of us, yeah. Sharing is caring, Jaxie, exactly, and that's why I do it, and it's just fair. And to be honest, and again, you can even clip this, and send it to Harry and Aaron, you can play it for them. I strongly believe in us succeeding as a team. As I say, this all started because we became friends at Comic-Con. And from there, we thought, fuck it, let's just go live, because we had a games night at Harry's and we were absolutely laughing, and we were told, you guys are funny, why don't you record this, that's what the thing, we were told record it. I then said, let's take it up a notch, let's stream it, because at the time I was streaming before anyway, but solo, and then I took a break from that, and then I came back with this, right? So first and foremost, I see it as we're 3 friends who basically have turned into a social media business, and as such, I would split the money with my friend, like, if you're friends with someone, you're going to want to help them out, and I want all three of us to succeed, and I'm not going to be greedy, and I hope neither one of them two would ever be greedy, and so the idea is everything channel-wise gets split equally. Where the fuck is this other paste up? Because I haven't got the achievement, which means I'm obviously still missing one, but I can't see it on my map. And the annoying thing is like, so say, look, see here? If I zoom out to this level, I can't see any of the collectibles. But if I zoom into this level, I can. The only problem is with looking at this level is I have to pan really slowly around the map. Whereas if I obviously zoom out really far, I can see the whole map. I just can't see the collectibles, which is really annoying. But I'm obviously missing one, because otherwise the achievement would have popped. And it hasn't popped. So, where is it? It was the same thing with the, doing the darts and the pubs in the last stream. Again, I had to get really close and comb through the map. They are all on the map, it's just you have to comb through and look for them. But right now, I can't see whichever one I'm missing. But yeah, 110%, sharing is caring. And if you're going to form a business or a brand or... Because as well, that's the other thing. We're technically kind of a brand. When you do social media and create content, you are and you show your own face, or even if you don't show your face, but I still kind of find the idea of not showing your face a bit different, a bit weird. I understand why people do it, but I personally couldn't do it. Yeah, when you do something like that, and it starts to obviously, again, make money... I don't see why, as friends, you wouldn't split things equally, because then they're just... if anything, that destroys the friendship, you know? Like, if I was to sit here and say, oh, well, I do the editing, and I stream the most, and I do this, and I do that, therefore I want a bigger cut. Unless the other two are going to be happy about that, and even if they were to secretly go, oh, yeah, go on then, fair play, they might, behind closed doors, be like, well, actually, this is fucking bollocks, because we started it all together. Why does he get more money? It's not fair. So, again, it's also to keep the friendship, because at the end of the day, I'd rather us all stay friends. Even if we made no money, I'd rather us all stay friends and still do this full time than me sit here and go, well, I want more money because da-da-da-da-da, and then they go, oh, well, okay, sure, and then behind my back they're like, you know what, fuck JC, he's a prick. Yeah, no, that's not for me. And plus, I also, it's the right thing to do. It's just the right thing to do. Where is this thing? Mate, I can't fucking see it. I can see all the ones I have done. And, okay, let's just double check. The achievement definitely hasn't popped. No, that's not it. Where is it? Yeah, here we go. And what's weird about this achievement, it doesn't have tracking, whereas the other achievements do. And I find that really odd. But I can't see it. I can't see any that I'm missing. Unless the achievement's bugged. Oh god, no. Oh god, no. I really hope that's not the case. I really hope it's not bugged. Because yeah, it is a bit weird that it's not being tracked. Like on Xbox and now even on PlayStation, there's achievement / trophy tracking where as you do it, it tells you what you need to do. And I've noticed that the paste up one hasn't been tracking. And that's actually quite scary because that could also suggest that it is bugged. And if it's bugged, usually there is a way you can fix the bug. Normally it's by doing something. If not, well, I mean, if not, the only other way to fix it would be you'd have to, I guess, start a new save. And if you start a new save, then go through and collect all the paste up locations, all of these things. But I really hope we don't have to do that. I would like to hope it just works. Let me Google if this achievement has ever bugged for anybody else. Right, what's the achievement called again? Let's have a quick look. Piece de Resistance. And yes, I had to say it with the accent before people jump down me and fucking say something about me saying it with an accent. Oh no. Oh no. Oh god. As soon as I've typed it in, first thing that pops up is a Reddit thread from 4 years ago about people, yeah, saying that it didn't work for them. Yep, I say I'm in a Reddit thread saying, yep, trophy not unlocking after doing all the paste ups with the same operative and the same image. Oh, wow, okay. Even a post from 2 years ago saying still not fixed, Ubisoft is horrible, blah, blah. So, yeah, by the looks of it, I think it's bugged. It's not unlocked. The only fix that, again, I read this all on a Reddit thread. The only fix that has been suggested is someone put on that same thread, just do them all again in the same save, and then hopefully it just randomly unlocks. But, yep, it's a bugged achievement. Oh, man. You know what? We were bound to have one of these at some point. I think this is actually the first time on stream, on a playthrough, where we've had a bugged achievement. Or trophy, etc. It was bound to happen at some point. But, yep, this is one of them. So now, despite me already having done it, and I'm scouring the map, and I can see that I've done it, right? Because apparently there's only 47. And, I'm looking. I don't see one that I'm missing. Every single one I'm looking at has a tick next to it, and there's only 47. So, unless there is one I'm genuinely missing, but I've combed this map several times, and they've all got ticks next to them. But apparently the only way to fix it is to go back and do one that you've already done again, and apparently that... Because again, it's not even... Like I say, even on the Xbox, it's not been tracking. So as I've been doing it, the Xbox basically thinks I haven't done it, all because of... the game being bugged, which is really annoying and quite disappointing, but it is what it is. I was going to say, I could have sworn I called it cargo drone. Maybe that might be something we have to do. Maybe we should do it with... Because I actually done it, yeah, do you know what my problem is? I done it with different characters, and I think I done... Someone said about it not working, and they use the same character in the same picture. Maybe that could be a reason why it's bugged. Maybe it's bugged so that you have to do it with with different characters.
Restricted area. Restricted.
The good thing is you can do them again. If it was a case of it was bugged, and you couldn't do them, that would be quite bad. Imagine I just do this one and then instantly it just unlocks.
Decoration is not my forte, but I'd say it looks quite nice. Well, this is a touch drab. Let's do something about it.
Again, I am still curious though if I have missed one. I don't think I have, because as I say, I'm looking through the map, and I'm not seeing one that hasn't got a tick next to it. But it's better to be safe than sorry. It's better for me to scour the map now, just in case I see one that hasn't got a tick. But if they all have ticks, then it means that, yeah, I'm going to have to just go through and just get them all again, just to get this achievement to unlock. And like I say, maybe it might be worth me doing them as the same character, which, if I'm going to do them as the same character, I guess the best character to use would be the construction worker, because you have to fly up to the paste locations. So it may be worth me switching to my construction worker, and then just going around the map and trying to get them all again. As I say, it's annoying that this has happened, but it was bound to happen on a playthrough at some point. Of me getting an achievement that's bugged. Yeah, I'm just not seeing one that hasn't got a tick. They've all got ticks. So I think I'm going to have to go around and try and get them all again and just hope that the achievement pops. And then once the achievement does pop, then... Okay, yeah. Plan is, as I just said, I'm going to switch to my construction worker, and as annoying as it is, I'm going to go back through and I'm going to try and basically collect all of them using him. Do them all again using him.
Okay,
and
cool.
The only annoying thing is that because I have done all of them, I can't track which ones I've not done. So I have to now actually remember manually myself what ones need doing, which that is, oh, why couldn't the achievement just pop? Why couldn't it just work normally? Hey JC, who is your favourite character in FNAF? What? Do you mean like one of the animatronics or the human characters? Or either or? Just elaborate on the question. Because technically you could have made it two separate questions. You could have said who's your favourite animatronic, and then you could have said who's your favourite human. But, yeah, just break that down. Oh, any in general. Okay. But then, see, I'm sorry, Jaxie, I'm going to be a massive pain in the arse. Are we talking just games or films? Because in the films, obviously, actually, well, I think most of the characters in the films are in the game. Oh, you know what? Let me stop being fucking complicated and just answer the fucking question. Or at least, you know what? I'll break it down myself and give multiple answers. I think favourite animatronic. I might have to say Foxy from the first game, but only because I liked his I found Foxy's mechanic quite interesting. Wait, what have I not unlocked these? See, now that makes me think I am missing some, because those are locked. And the only way you unlock them is by doing them. Oh shit, maybe I am missing some. Huh.
Yep, that'll do.
Yeah, no, that's completely changed my perspective now. Because it says here, so in the game you unlock more paste up stencils by doing them. And there's some that I'm missing. So that actually does suggest to me that I'm missing some. Oh. Okay, you know what? As much as I hate doing it, bust out the Google. Oh my god, why can't I spell? Right, okay. Okay, this is what we're going to have to do now. Do you know what? This image would actually be easier to see on my laptop. I'm not going to lie. Oh, and do you know what, actually? Hang on a minute, folks. Hang on a minute. We're going to do something a bit fun today. So, I found a Reddit where someone's basically put all of them on a map, right? And to show you guys the completion process and how much of a fucking ball ache it is, I am going to get this up on my laptop. And then I can open this picture in a Photoshop and then just basically cross off the ones that I need. So I believe I'll do, if I do open image in a new tab, I mean, can I not get that any bigger? By the looks of it, no. Can I copy it? Or maybe I can do save image as. Oh, why does it save it like that? Why can't it just do it as a PNG? That's shit. Okay, maybe let's try copying it. And then the things I have to do to complete games. But again, that's the process. And that's why I want you guys to see it. So we're going to try something a bit fun. Right, let's open up Photoshop. Hopefully this doesn't affect my laptop's performance. Oh, okay. And then, actually, this might help me narrow down if I am missing any. Because if there's some on the map and I don't cross these off... Good thing is, as well, I'll have... So, what I'll do is I'll have the stream open on my phone. so I can still see if you guys are putting anything in the chat. And then I'm opening up Photoshop on my laptop. Right, we need a new file. Oh, God's sake, create that. Oh, that's done a weird canvas. Oh, God. Okay, that is fucking tiny. Can I make it bigger? Zoom into it? Might have to zoom into it. Although, actually, is it going to lose quality? Oh, actually, no, it doesn't. Oh, that's perfect. You know what? I feel like I should show you guys what I'm doing. Hang on. Let me switch over to... I believe my PC screen is this one? Right, I'll show you guys what I'm doing. So I've opened up a map on Photoshop. So I can go through and cross off what ones I have. So... Okay, so I'm currently in the Camden area of the game. Obviously, you guys can't see this because I'm on my laptop screen. So let me grab the paintbrush tool. Where's the paintbrush tool gone? Right, so Camden Market. Yep, there's one up here. I've done that one. I don't know why the cross is yellow, but it is. I've done that one. You know what this is kind of giving? This is kind of giving like when you play a game and you'd get like an old school guide, you know, like a book. And it would, like, tell you where everything is. And then you grab a little pen and paper and, like, you just... You know what I mean? But nowadays you can do it all with technology. Right, I've done that one. Old Canal Warehouse. That's in the far corner of the map. Huh. Apparently there's one up here, but it's not on my map. Old Canal Warehouse. See, I'm doing a process of elimination. So, I'm going through using this map here on screen, and I'm crossing off the ones I've done to see if there's any on my map that I can't see. Because I thought they were all on the map, but apparently they're not. We'll switch over to my bare knuckle box. Actually, do you know what? Let me change screens again so you guys can see what I'm doing. I hope that changed screen. Yes, it did. Okay, right. I can't believe I'm having to do this. Best believe all of this will be mentioned in the review of the game. When I finish this playthrough, when I complete this playthrough, all of this will be in the review. So you guys will get to hear me go on about this entire process. Oh my days, how have we found a Louise and still no Linda? Which, yes, we are still trying to find a Linda, but we still haven't found one. Do you know what, yeah? Knowing my luck, there's going to be a Linda in the DLC. And the thing is, in the DLC, you can only play as two characters. You can only play as Aiden and Wrench. And I guarantee you that in the DLC, there'll be a Linda somewhere. Randomly, there'll just be one. And you can't play as her. Whereas in my main playthrough, haven't found one. God, you know what? The last time I had to use a map and open Photoshop to complete a game was Infamous on PS3. Infamous on PS3 has loads of collectibles, but the game literally doesn't tell you where any of them are. Like, doesn't tell you at all where any of them are. And so I had to go on Google, I had to get a picture of a map, and then as I collected them, I had to cross off on the map where I found them, so that I would remember basically not to go back to those same locations over and over again. And it was a bit of a ball ache, but I did it. And if you don't believe that I did it, all you have to do is, if you have me on PlayStation, go on my trophy list and you'll see where I platinumed Infamous 1. Right, apparently there's one here. Apparently, according to this map. Now this is the other thing, that map could be wrong. I don't know. But according to the map that I've opened up on my Photoshop, there is one in Old Canal Warehouse, and it's not on my map, and even though I'm nearby, it's not showing on my map either. What the fuck? Oh, I'm an idiot. I switched to this person when I need the construction worker with the drone. And that was just so I could fast travel. Oh, you know what? I didn't finish answering your question, Jaxie. So, favourite animatronic. Favourite animatronic is Foxy. And the only reason why is because I find Foxy's mechanic in the first game really cool. I liked the idea of if you didn't keep an eye on him for too long, he eventually would just break out and sprint straight for the door. Favourite, like, character in terms of the lore? I'm quite a big fan. I like the Afton family. I obviously think that their backstory is very fucked up. But I like that, and I think that's a lot of the reasons why people like Five Nights at Freddy's is because the lore is very messed up. But it keeps you gripped to the story. Oh my god, is that it? Oh my god, I think I found it. Oh my god, I found it. This has got to be it. Oh my days. You were not on the map at all. And oh, now I go near it, it's on the map. How come the others weren't like that? Holy shit, I did not realise. I thought they were all just on the map. Okay, right. Sorry I was eating, haha, what have I missed? Well, I'll tell you what you've missed, Rid. I have basically had to find a map on Photoshop and use it to figure out what paste ups I have and haven't got, because it turns out, in typical JC fashion, that I was wrong. I thought that every single one of them was on the map, and it turns out that they aren't all on the map, and that you actually have to manually look for some, when I really thought they were. And I was actually about to go back through and see what ones, because I thought the achievement had bugged, and I was prepared to go back through and do them all again, just to get the achievement, but it turns out I have done all of them. It's just that I'm missing some. Right, there's another one that's saying it's on Freight 1. So once again, actually, okay, so I'll switch screens again so you guys can see. Although I also need to, okay, right, so if I press that. Oh, why does it, see, when I use my number pad, it also does stuff in Photoshop that I don't want it to do. So let's just, yeah, turn that off. Right, so you've got one in Brick Lane. Right, Royal London Hospital I've done. So we can cross that one off. Let's get the old paintbrush back out. Cross that one off. Right, there's one in Brick Lane, which isn't that far from the hospital, but it's also not too close from the hospital either. Is Brick Lane the name of just the street, or is it the name of the place? So hang on, so we want to, so if I zoom the map out a bit, so you've got Royal London Hospital here, and you want to sort of go diagonally across here? It would help if it was actually the name of something. Right, so Royal London Hospital, go diagonally across. Apparently it's somewhere here. Okay, let's look at it from really zoomed out. According to, okay, so if I switch screens again, so I'll just click down here. There we go. Oh my god, why does it have to affect Photoshop stuff? Right. Apparently it's somewhere here. Apparently. Just also making sure you guys can see the game screen again before I actually start doing stuff. Hey, Night Reaper, yo, welcome to the stream. So good to see you again. Please, by all means, I hope you become a regular here at the community, because it would be amazing. And also, thank you so much and welcome to the Discord as well, because I know you joined the Discord and you typed a little message in there when I said welcome. But yeah, no, always nice to see, because obviously last stream you were a new name, but nice to see you here again. By all means, I really hope you become a regular. I want everyone to be regulars to the streams. Whenever we're live, you best be there. You best be there. Have your notifications on. Be in the Discord. Follow all the socials, because that's where I post when we're live. There is actually something I want to try and do in terms of the streams in 2026. I'm saying this even though if you're watching this on YouTube, it's already 2026. Because I know that this video is going to come out next year, given the timeline. Right. Where the fuck is Brick Lane? So this is This is... Oh, Brick Lane, Brick Lane. It's here. Okay. Oh, why didn't I just latch onto this? Okay, right. Right, let's see if we see it. I'm not seeing it right now, but apparently it is here. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, so, would you consider me a regular? Oh, 100%. 100%, Rid. Not only are you a regular, Rid, you're a subscriber as well. So, yeah, you're definitely... You're above regular. See, for me, a regular would be if I've seen your name in more than one stream, and we've spoken several times via stream, you're a regular, in my opinion. I'm not... Actually, Jaxie, come on, yes you are. I've known you from before as well. Yeah, I would consider you a regular. When I say regular, I don't mean, yeah, you have to be in every single stream. Although, again, I'd love that. And by all means, try and do that. Have your notifications on. If you can watch. Yeah, please. Don't ever try... Don't ever miss one of our streams. What can I say? It's promotion. Wait, what? I have done this one. Yeah, oh, my days. I've done Brick Lane. Right. Oh, I thought it was Rid that left the comment. Oh, my bad. You know what? It's because right now on my chat, both your names are green. I was going to say, am I a regular? Rid, you are a regular because you're a subscriber. Jaxie, you're a regular as well. Do you know what, actually? Let me switch back over to my PC screen so I can show you guys why I got your names wrong. But look, if you look on my chat, both your names are green for me. I don't know if it looks like that on the actual Twitch as well. Oh, yeah, it does. Yeah. Fucking hell. Right. Back to the game. But, I can't believe I've already done Brick Lane. So, actually, fucking, we need to cross that off. So, right. Brick Lane... Got that one. Okay, how about Freight 1? I don't think I have Freight 1. Where's Freight 1? Freight 1... It's not that far from Brick Lane. Actually, isn't Freight 1 like that pub bar thing? That's the Hackney Baths. What? Oh, no, yep, Freight 1 I've got, so we'll cross that one off. World of Tomorrow, have I got that one? World of Tomorrow, yep, got that one. Once again, I'm crossing these off on my map. Seam Nightclub, now that one doesn't sound familiar. Oh, more bits! Hey, Jaxie with the 3 bits. Here's 3 bits. Remember to share with the others. Thanks. That's 1 bit each. Really appreciate it, Jaxie. No, honestly, I know I'm saying that with a sarcastic grin on my face. But, no, I actually do really appreciate it. Again, all the bits we appreciate. And if that's all you can spare, that's all you can spare. Right, Leather Lane I've got. Let's cross that off. I seriously can't believe I'm having to do this just to find out which ones I have and haven't got. British Library. Oh, do I have that one? Right, yes I do. Okay, cross that off. Where's Food Town? That's... Okay, so that's Freight 1. Food Town I've got. Oh, the Drowning Post. Where's the Drowning Post? That's Royal London Hospital. Drowning Post. Oh, I see it. It's behind this Parcel Fox thing, but I can see it. And we do have that one, so we can cross that one off. Oh. I think the club you mentioned was the club not that Nort sends you during the main story. Oh, you know what? I appreciate the fact that Night Reaper, you're actually giving me commentary about the game. It might actually be, you know. Right, so the Seam Nightclub. That is like... So it's near Leather Lane. So if we look for Leather Lane... Leather Lane's here. Where's Seam Nightclub? Ah! Oh! I'm not seeing one. I'm not seeing one. It could actually... So that could be it. That could 110% be it. That could be one of them that I don't have. So actually, yes. Yes, Reaper, my friend. It could actually be that one. Right, so... Let's head over there. For safety's sake as well, I'm going to make sure I stay as the construction worker. Just in case. Just in case it is bugged and the game actually wants me to use the same character for all of them. I seriously can't believe I'm having to do this. It really is giving, like, you know, again, old school games where you'd buy a guide or... Hang on, is the radio on? Turn that shit off. No, turn it off. There we go. I turned the radio off because of copyright. But yeah. Yeah, it really is giving, again, when you buy, like, a guide, like, from a magazine or something, or even just a gaming guide in general, and you have to go through, and even on the gaming guide it will have like a map and it will say, oh, these collectibles are here, and you go through and you cross them off. Like old school Zelda, you know? I was wrong. The club I was thinking of is the Walkie Talkie Club. Okay, but hey, still, you mentioned that club though, Reaper, and it actually is one that I may potentially not have, so you may be on the money with this one. Right, so this is it here. Call our drone. Bloody taxi. Hit my car. Right. Why did I do that? Fucking hell. Right. If we get close enough to it, we should see it, and as well it should pop up on the map. Just need to look for a grey... There it is! There it is. So you look for a grey, sort of newspapery looking wall, and that's when you know you found it. That's actually crazy though. I honestly had no idea that some of them didn't show up on the map. I thought they were all on the map. And yeah, you can see my progression bar is starting to fill up. Right. Oh my god! Does that graffiti behind my character say Etsy? Right, so we can cross that one off.
That's not bad, actually.
So, Seam Nightclub, we now have that. Oh my god, that says Esty. Or does that say Est4? I don't know, but I thought it said Etsy. It really looks like it said, like, it really looked like it said Etsy, but it doesn't. Right, let's see what other ones we need to get. So, Old Bailey. Old Bailey. Oh, what's this one? Throne Felts I've got. Oh, that one doesn't have a red dot on this map. Oh, hang on. Should I switch screens again? Show you guys real quick. So, if we just do that. And then do that. So, Throne Felts we've got. Obviously, it doesn't show properly on... Well, it doesn't have a little dot on here, so I'll just cross it off like that. Oh, actually, no. I just realised maybe that's the dot there. So, I've got that one. Either way, I've scribbled over it so you guys can see. Royal Court of Justice I've got. Cross that off. Old Bailey, though. Old Bailey. I don't think I... Oh, no, I do have that one. So we cross that one off. Happy I could help. Thank you so much for the help, Reaper. I really appreciate it. The spine. Do I have the spine? I have a spine, but do I have the spine? Oh, hang on. Oh, I think I found another one. I think I found another one. Fenchurch Place. Fenchurch Place has one, and I don't actually have it in the game. Switch back to our screen. Every time I press my number pad to switch back to the gaming screen, it changes the paintbrush thing on my Photoshop, which is, again, annoying, but it keeps doing it. I don't know how to disable it either. Yeah, I don't have Fenchurch Place. Oh, we're taking that car. We are taking that car. Yes, please. I seriously, again, I've said it before and I'll say it again. I really don't get why they didn't make it so that you could buy and own your own cars. Again, if you want a car, you have to have a character that already has one. And typically the characters that already have one don't come with anything else. Like, they won't come with guns, they won't come with anything else. But I don't get why this game didn't just make it so that all of DedSec could just buy their own vehicles. Do you know what? I'm genuinely curious, yeah. Now that I've done this for this game, I wonder what other game I'll ever have to bust out an old-fashioned map and open up Photoshop and cross things off as I go along. Maybe with the next playthrough we're going to do, which, yes, the next playthrough we're going to do is going to be another open-world game. It may take me just as long, if not maybe longer than this game. And I've announced it before, but I'll say it again. I'm thinking and pretty much maybe confirming that it's going to be Ghost of Tsushima, because I really want to play that game. And I want to play that game because, obviously, Ghost of Yotai came out this year, and a lot of people have said both are really good, and they are games that I've been meaning to play. The studio that make them, Sucker Punch, are an amazing studio. I love their work on the Infamous games. I love their work on the Sly Cooper games. So I very much would like to play Ghost of Tsushima and, by extension, Ghost of Yotai. So that may very well be the next playthrough. Also, Completely Blind. There it is. Completely Blind, as I've never played these games. So not only will I be trying to go for the Platinum, because I don't think the Platinum's that hard. I've heard people say the Platinum's not actually that hard. But not only am I going to try and go for the Platinum, but I will also, it'll be a blind playthrough. Oh, for fuck's sake, what do you even mean with this fucking bullshit? You could have made that jump if you really tried. You didn't even fucking try. My whole team consists of hitmans and spies. You could have just said hitmen. Hitmans? Actually, do you know what? That sounds very London. Yeah, I've got hitmans on my team. It's like... Do you when I asked about Care Bears? Oh, remember. Do you remember when I asked about Care Bears? Yes, I do. That was very random, by the way, but I do remember. Right, let's...
Great sightlines to this spot.
I don't know why I'm being so picky with these. I should just do any, really. It doesn't matter. Right. Go back to the Photoshop. Right, so that was Fenchurch Place. We've done that one. Crossed that bad boy off. Oh, how's my Ito looking? 91 grand. Fuck's sake. Because I still need to spend 100 grand on clothes. But we'll do that later. Right. Horizon Multinational. Where is that? That's Food Town. So near Fenchurch Place, we've got a place called The Spine. And we've got Horizon Multinational. Oh! And by the looks of it, it's another one I don't have. Because I'm not seeing it on the map. So actually, I don't think I have that one. It's not that far away either, so we can go to it just by using the drone. The drone will obviously be slow, but yeah. I like what they've done with the gherkin, where it's got this sort of holographic text around it. I think that's really cool. Again, this is the most, I think one of the most accurate depictions of London, other than the fact that it's obviously set in the future, so there's more neon lights, and obviously due to copyright, they couldn't use certain names of certain brands, so they couldn't, for example, they couldn't put Starbucks in the game and call it Starbucks, they had to give it some other name, and yeah. I half expected your character to miss the drone when he jumps. Oh, you know what? The whole time I'm doing this as well, hopefully now my beekeeper has recovered. Because in the last stream, I was going for the achievement for neutralising enemies with the beekeeper. And I accidentally got him injured. Because I was being chased by the police. And as I was being chased by the police, he got injured. He didn't die, thank fuck, because if he had died, I would have had to have recruited another one. But he got... Oh, that was close. I would have got him injured. But yeah, he got really badly injured. And it was like, he was out of the game for an hour and a half. But now he's recovered, but with the time I've taken to do all this. Right, okay. So, Cross that one off. That is the Horizon Multinational. Done.
Perfect.
There we go. You know what? For safety's sake, I'm going to put my drone here. Oh, you know what? I didn't consult the map again. Right, so there's one called the Spine. Where's the Spine? Oh, there's that club you was talking about. Oh my god. Reaper, sorry. I don't know why my mind just went blank when trying to think of your name. The Spine. I don't think I have this one either. And it's only round the corner. It's not showing up on the map, so that must mean I don't have it. Okay. So here's the Spine. Again, we just fly around until we see a newspaper-covered wall. Or again, it might pop up on my map. Oh, it could be up here. Wasn't this the place where we came to deactivate Bagley? I don't know why, I'm getting the feeling it's up here. Oh my god, yep, there it is. There it is, right there. But my drone can't get that high. I actually am going to have to go on the building. See, now maybe this one wasn't highlighted on the map because it's in a restricted area. I think that might be how it works. No, deactivate you.
Investigation underway. Investigating disturbance.
Yeah, wasn't this the place we had to go to deactivate Bagley?
Disturbance detected. Beginning investigation. We are alert for any incident.
Right. That is the Spine. Done. Cross that off.
Yep, that'll do.
Right, let's have a look at some other ones now. So... okay. Let's see, Covent Garden Pizzeria. Oh, actually, okay, I've just seen another one that I've done. Have I already crossed that? Oh, yeah, no, I've crossed off Thornfelts. Crossed off British Museum. University College London, I've done that one. Did you know after you beat the main game, there's an extra mission that gives you called Finding Bagley? Yes, I done that 2 streams ago, and I actually really like that mission. It's also it's a very emotional mission, finding out what happened and that Bagley was actually Sky Larson's brother, and she turned him into an AI. But again, it made sense because she turned her own mum into an AI. Okay, this one here. Where's this one on my map? Oh, here we go. Yep, got that one. Cross that off. Oh. I may have found another one I don't have. Oh. Euston Station, there's one, but it's not showing up on my map. So I don't think I have that one. So, that's where we're going. Obviously, once I safely get down from here. Sky Larson, the pure definition of an evil bastard. Oh, 100%. 100%. Who does that to their family? Literally turn her family into the AI that basically run everything. Like, her mum was the AI in her house, and then she turned her brother into Bagley, who everyone, isn't it? Bagley's basically like Gemini / ChatGPT. Like, everyone has him, and obviously, well, the Watch Dogs have like the actual real version of him, because when you're playing the game and you realise how sassy and like quirky Bagley is as a character, you start thinking, actually, why is it that he is the way that he is? I mean, even as well, like when we first got Bagley, we were loyal to Sabine, the original leader of DedSec London. But then when it gets revealed that she's Zero Day, Bagley doesn't betray us, which shows you that he, for being an AI, has some kind of cognitive, like, he's able to think for himself. And that's what kind of clues you on to the fact that, hang on a minute, he's not just any normal AI. And then, yeah, when you do the mission finding Bagley, it explains that the reason why he is the way he is because actually, yeah, he's not just an AI, he's Sky Larson's brother turned into an AI, and the version that we've got actually has its own sentience. So the whole time he was actually able to understand things and basically act human even though he was a machine. But yeah, Bagley, and his real name was originally Bradley, but his nickname was Bagley, and he hated his nickname, and then obviously Sky Larson named the AI after the nickname that he hated. And then it's actually, again, it's really sad when you see the real Bradley, and he's sitting in the wheelchair, and then Bagley puts himself on the TV and talks to him, and then he, like, just for a moment he smiles, like the real guy smiles. Like, his physical body is still alive but a vegetable, and he himself is, like, his consciousness is the AI. Very deep storyline. And I know I just spoiled all of it talking about it now, but again, if you haven't been following this playthrough or haven't played this game yet, well, apparently there's one here. Haven't seen it yet though, but we fly around. And of course, it's a restricted area, so we do need to be careful. Like earlier, it did say I was being detected, but that's because I was flying really high and someone saw me, or well, they were about to see me. I remember coming here actually. I think we lost a character here. Hopefully we see it soon. I hope it's not lower. It might be lower. The hardest part of learning about Bagley and having to shut him down is because you become attached to Bagley's character, to his personality. Exactly, yeah. Yeah, that mission in the story where you had to deactivate him, but then he comes back, that was an emotional mission. Fuck, I can't actually see this thing. Apparently it is here though, but I can't see it. Again, I'm looking for a grey wall with like newspaper on it. I'm not seeing it. Is it inside one of these buildings? I don't think it would be. Normally they're outside. I'm not being funny, I've just flown round this fucking building several times and it hasn't once appeared on the map. Watch Dogs is like a more childish, friendly GTA. Yeah, I can agree with that. It's just GTA with hacking. That's all it is. It's GTA with hacking. And I would agree with the more childish, friendly part as well. Yeah, like you can't go to a strip club in Watch Dogs, but you can in GTA. And there's less like, yeah, there's less fucking around, like, do you know what I mean? Like, there's more censorship as well. Like in GTA, you can full on, like I say, you can go to a strip club and just actually see breasts. But even in the story, like GTA 5, the first cutscene, well, not the very first cutscene, because the first cutscene where you see Trevor is actually in the flashback when they're in when they do the first heist. But GTA 5, the reintroduction cutscene where you see Trevor for the first time after the prologue is him having sex with some random character, and they actually fully show you it, and it's like, yeah, like GTA doesn't give a fuck. It obviously really goes for that 18 age rating. Whereas Watch Dogs, I think Watch Dogs is actually a 15. I've got my case for the PS4 version here. Oh no, it's an 18. It's an 18. But I'd say it doesn't do as many as extremes as GTA does. GTA fully makes use of its 18 age rating, whereas Watch Dogs doesn't as much. I can't see this thing. Apparently there's one here, but I can't see it. And again, I need to be careful because this is a restricted area. If these dudes get a whiff of me, they're going to shoot me down. I don't want that to happen. I don't know if it's not helping the fact that it's nighttime in the game as well. Oh god, the yawns are starting now. GTA is full of unnecessary nudity, violence, and pretty much for no reason at all. It's meant to be funny, I think. I don't think it's entirely for no reason. I think it's meant to be funny. In my opinion, GTA 5 has the funniest story. I think it's honestly going to be hard to beat GTA 5 in terms of humour and in terms of, I don't know how to describe it. I guess in terms of legacy, because we have had GTA 5 for the longest time. Well over 10 years we've had GTA 5, and I think 6, this is why we aren't getting 6 anytime soon, and why it's been delayed and delayed and delayed, is because I think Rockstar really know that, number one, GTA 6 needs to be basically perfect, like it cannot have any bugs or anything at launch, and number two is, again, like it needs to have a replayable legacy, and fuck me, man, I seriously cannot see. I was at the wrong fucking building. That's why I can't see it. I was at the wrong fucking place. I am such an idiot. There I was flying around this place like a fucking moron. The place I'm trying to go to... Euston Station. And I was at the wrong... An actually funny game, for example, is High on Life. JC, you streamed that. Yes, actually, and thank you, Jaxie, for pointing that out to Reaper. Reaper, when you've got time, head on over to the YouTube. If you're not already subscribed, then what are you doing? Please subscribe. Yeah, I've platinumed High on Life on PS5. The playthrough is currently got 2 episodes on the YouTube, and I'm ever so trying to roll out more, but like I explained that earlier, as I say, I don't upload all the streams at once. There is enough streams to upload daily, but like I say, I like to spread them out. One of the things I've been doing lately with the uploading the streams onto the YouTube is that I've been trying to do it so it's been old stream, new stream, old stream, new stream. When I say that, I mean I've been doing one episode of one of the older playthroughs, and then I'll do an episode of Watch Dogs. And the other reason why I do that is because with Watch Dogs at the minute, uploading these streams to the YouTube also helps me with getting clips, because obviously we know, you guys should know this, but every time a character dies in this game, I clip it and turn it into a short. In fact, even today's short, I believe, is one of those clips. But, yeah, in terms of uploading the streams to the YouTube, I've been doing it old stream, new stream, old stream, new stream. And then on top of that, like I say, you've also got the fact that Aaron has been streaming in between. So obviously I like to make sure his streams go on there. And when I do old stream, new stream, old stream, new stream, you've also got the fact that we recently done It Takes Two. So I'm trying to get those on there. So right now, I have 2 playthroughs that I've already completed, and they're not on the YouTube yet. They may be by the time this episode comes out on the YouTube. But we have an entire backlog of streams that need to go up on the channel, and I know I could easily just upload them all once a day, every day, but I like to spread them out so it gives you guys time to watch them. And also, in terms of the channel's upload, we do have an upload schedule. We just don't have a streaming schedule, but we have an upload schedule. Right, oh, Walker's Court. I don't think I've done that one. Right, so you've got Chinatown, you've got... That's the GBB. So obviously, yeah, the GBB meant to be the BBC. Where's Walker's Court? No, that's GBB. Right, so I'm here. Apparently Walker's Court is here. Bloom Complex. University College of London. Oh, if that's there, Walker's Court is down here. Regent Street, Piccadilly. Oh, here we go, Walker's Court. And nope, it's another one I don't have. Right. No, Jaxie, that's my old channel. Oh, for God's sake. Reaper, the YouTube channel is 2.5 Gamers UK. If you go, okay, easiest way for you to find it, Reaper. Go on the Discord and go to the uploaded video section where literally every time a new video comes out, I put it in there and I at everyone, because I mean that's part of the reason why you join the server is I'll always post when new videos come out. No, Jaxie, what Jaxie's talking about is my old channel. I don't upload on there anymore. That was my solo channel, but those days are long behind me. I mean, if you want to go back and watch them and see how completely different I look and sound, I mean, I'm sure I sound a little bit different. I'll probably just sound the same. Maybe my voice has gotten slightly deeper. If not, on YouTube, 2.5 Gamers UK, we had to put the UK part in for reasons, and yeah. But no, easiest way of doing it, because you're in the Discord server, just go in the Discord server and go to the uploaded video section where every single time a new video comes out, I literally post a new video, and then I say what it's about, and then I put a link to the channel and you can just go to the channel that way. And yeah, please subscribe to the YouTube channel as well, as it has all the stream archives, and as you're new, yeah, you can go back now and watch playthroughs that I've already previously done, platinums I've already previously done, and please by all means watch them all the way through, because it really helps out. And check out the other content. Honestly, watch all the other content, the vlogs, the unboxings. Most recently I uploaded, again speaking at the time of this being streamed, not in the future when this is on the YouTube, I just recently uploaded me unboxing the PlayStation Portal, and that is I really enjoyed doing that video. Go check that out, and that's actually going to be part of a series, because at the end of that video I said about how I'm going to do a review of the Portal, and especially I want to do a review of the Portal and then measure it against the Switch 2, because now I have both these handhelds, they're both the current gen handhelds, and I would love to pit them against each other and see which one I'm more addicted to. I'm not going to lie, so far, and I'm going to tell just you guys this, watching me live, or even if you're watching this on the YouTube, but by then I might have already posted the review, you never know. I'm not going to lie, so far I've been playing my PlayStation Portal more than my Switch 2. That's not even... It's not an exaggeration. Obviously it is my newer thing, and obviously, you know when you buy something new and you are addicted to it for the first few weeks or a month, But again, it's just... I used to be more of a Nintendo fan than I am now, and it's only because I feel like Nintendo in recent years have made stupid decisions and have slowly lost me a little bit. I find myself preferring PlayStation. Having the Portal, there's a bit of bias there, but you know, I'll talk more about that in the review. But all I will say is, for now, I have been on my Portal more than my Switch 2. Your name on Discord is still Game Expert. Yes, it is. I don't know if I'll ever change it. I mean, I might. I mean, it's because it's my name on it's my gaming name, my gamer tag. You know what, it's been a while since I've drank, and I haven't really drank my, despite me always promoting it, I've left it down here, and I haven't really had a swig of my my dubby yet, but that's just how much energy I have and how not thirsty I am yet. But, bottoms up. So good, honestly. Again, guys, 10% off. I'll link down below. Have I ever told you guys the origin of Game Expert 173? Why I went with that name? I don't know if I ever said about that origin story. Right, so that's Walker's Court. Was that Walker's Court? Yes, this is Walker's Court. So that's that done. Cross that one off. Right, next one, Chinatown. Right. Which I believe is this one? No, that's not that one. Okay, but those are ones I can cross off. So, National Gallery I've done. What's this one here? Stanford Theatre I've done. What I need is Chinatown. Oh, Chinatown I've done. Okay, Covent Garden Pizzeria. I haven't done. It's right here, and I'm not seeing a Paste Up logo. Are you seeing a Paste Up logo? Because I'm not seeing a Paste Up logo. That really gave like Dora the Explorer. I can't see the road. Can you see the road? Tell us your origins. Okay, Jaxie, but only because you asked so nicely. And that's not me being sarcastic, by the way. I mean, you basically did. But, right. The reason why my gamer tag is Game Expert 173. Actually, do I even still have it? Oh, fuck me, man. Should I actually check? Hang on, let me check. Don't go anywhere. I mean, you pretty much can't, but don't go anywhere. Wait right there. Oh my god, I still have it! Okay. Right. Do you know what? I feel like I should clip this. Should I not clip this? Should I write this time down and turn it into a short? I think I might. Hang on, let me bust out the old notepad. See, when I'm streaming, right, I like to write down sometimes at what time certain things happen, so that then I can go back and clip it and turn it into some shorts. I've still got a bunch actually that I still need to go through. Right, so I'm going to call this Explaining My Original Gamer Tag. And I'm going to put Watch Dogs Legion episode 21. We are on episode 21, aren't we? Yes, episode 21. And then I'm going to write down the current time of stream, which is 1 hour and 46 minutes. So that way I know to go back in the video and start clipping from here, right? So, the origin of my original gamer tag. When I first got my PS3, this was way back when. When I first got my PS3, and obviously I had to make a PSN account, I had to pick a gamer tag or a profile name, whatever you want to call it, right? And for years, and I mean since launch, so my very first Nintendo DS was the bulky grey one. I have a bulky red one now, but originally it was a bulky grey one. When I first got my DS, the very first case I got for it was this one right here, right? And obviously it's faded because of, well, I mean, fuck me, this thing is years old now. I mean, I would have got the DS, as I say, I got it at launch, and I believe that was 2005. So this may well be over, yeah, this may be well over 10 years old. When I first got my DS, I got it with this case. If you guys have a good look at that, I'm looking down at my phone to see if you guys can actually see that properly. But if you notice on there, the brand of this case says Game Expert, right? So then fast forward, I get my PS3, I'm making my PlayStation profile, and originally I wanted my PlayStation name to be Game Expert 123, and it was going to be capital G, capital X. To be honest, much like what it is on the case, but on the case the X isn't capital, but mine was going to be that. It was going to be Game Expert 173, capital G, capital X. I wanted it to be Game Expert 123, but PSN said that name was already taken, Game Expert 123, and then obviously it gave a bunch of suggestions, like it said, oh, try this instead, and it had a bunch of different ones like Game Expert 98 or Game Expert 00 or whatever. And for whatever reason, I don't know, 173 just stuck because I wanted it to have 1 and 3. I don't know what else my thought process was. I just know that originally it was Game Expert 123, and then PSN said that name's taken, but here's another one, and it gave me Game Expert 173, and that's why my gamer tag and username on Discord and my old channel were all called Game Expert 173 and not Game Expert 123 or whatever. But all because of this case. All because of this case right here. And what's actually quite funny is that then again, fast forward even more into the future. So obviously it was my PSN name, then it was the name of my first proper channel where I did gaming content. Whilst doing that channel, actually, there was a kid, and I don't know if he's still making content now, but there was a kid who actually copied the name, and I actually feel quite bad, but there was a stream that I done where I basically called this kid out. I was like, I can't believe this kid copied my name. And some of my friends actually, this is where I feel bad, because I didn't want my friends to do this, but they did it. I called this kid out, and my friends basically went and attacked him in the comments. I didn't want them to do that. I called him out. I said, I can't believe there's this kid. I think he was American. And I said, he copied my name. And immediately my friends jumped on his videos and they all started spamming in his comments, you fucking thief, and you stole the name, da da da. And I didn't want them to do that. I just said in the stream, this kid copied my name. I didn't have anything against the kid. I said, oh, look, like, by all means, I hope he references the fact. And when I say copied the name, he was called Game Expert 173 as well. The only difference was he didn't have capitals in it. It was all lowercase, but he still had the same Game Expert 173. And I couldn't believe he used the name. Anyway, after this had happened, I then went to stream, and this kid jumped onto my stream, and he didn't just jump onto my stream, and there was no beef. If anything, he jumped on my stream to apologise, and I actually felt really bad. I was like, well, you don't need to apologise. And as I said, if anything, I had to apologise to him. I said, I'm sorry my friends have been fucking abusing you in your comments, because that wasn't my intent. My intent was I just pointed out the fact that someone had the same name as me. My friends took that a step too far, and then they went after him, and I felt fucking awful. And not only did he apologise in the chat of one of my streams, he also then made an apology video. He done a video where he said something about, oh yeah, I watched your channel with my sister and you went on break for a bit, showing you guys that this is not the first time that I've ever gone on break on a channel, because 2.5 Gamers we took a break as well. But yeah, he said something about, oh, I watched your channel with my sister and you went on break and you disappeared for a year, so I thought the name was up for grabs, so I started using it. And this kid's being so apologetic, and I'm like, again, if anything, I'm like, I'm sorry because my friends fucking abused you in your comments, and it wasn't even me. And now on YouTube, I don't even use that channel anymore. But, so by all means now, if anything, if that kid's watching, you can have Game Expert 173 now on your YouTube. I don't give a fuck. I've got it on PlayStation, I've got it on Twitter, I've got it on Discord. Who cares? You can have it on YouTube now if you want. I don't give a shit. But now on YouTube, and if anything, I prefer people just call me by my nickname of JC. And, well, my nickname, JC. But yeah, that's the origins of Game Expert 173. It all started from a DS case, then it went to a PlayStation profile, then to a YouTube channel, then to some online abuse to that poor child who, yeah, Jaxie, you're right, he's probably grown up now. He's probably a full-on grown-ass man. Probably doesn't even remember, to be fair. I don't even know. I don't know what happened to him. I honestly couldn't tell you what happened to him, but that is the origins of my name. Well, one of them, of my username. Obviously, if you actually, I'll show you guys real quick as well. If you look at my Xbox, for example, my Xbox is Game Expert 173X. The reason why I had to put the X there is because I made an Xbox account, just Game Expert 173, and what happened was I got locked out of it. So, and that was really annoying because I'd only just made the account. I made the account, called it GameExpert173. 2 days later, I went to... Oh, excuse me. 2 days later, I went to log into it, and I got logged out of it. So I had to make another account. And then, when I used GameExpert173, it said that name's already taken, so I had to call it GameExpert173X. The X meaning Xbox. And so, yeah. Yeah, no, this was years ago, so yeah, definitely. At the time, he was a kid. And I mean, I was only young myself. Do you like the name, though? Oh, yeah, of course I like the name. Yeah. Well, I wouldn't have given myself that username if I didn't like it, yeah. I still like that username, but just now as a grown man, as an adult, I find that the screen name doesn't... Like, I want people to know me for me. You know, probably way back then. In fact, it might even be in one of my old streams. There's probably a stream of me saying, oh, I'd love for someone to come up to me and call me Game Expert in real life. I feel like that opinion's changed now. Again, I'm a grown man. You know, if someone was to see me in real life, I'd rather them just say, oh my god, it's JC. And then if they say it's JC, I'd love for them to even, by extension, say, oh my god, it's JC from 2.5 Gamers UK. Or just say JC from 2.5 Gamers. Because, do you know what? Going into the history of stolen names, obviously, yeah, the reason why we're called 2.5 Gamers UK is because, once again, during another break from YouTube, another group of people come along and they take the fucking name. So it goes to show you that the history repeats itself, because when I was doing the Game Expert channel, I took a break, and a kid took my name. And then, on this channel, took another fucking break, and 3 other dudes took our name. So we had to add the UK part. Right, that's Covent Garden Pizzeria. Carl, you guys are getting all the juicy stuff in today's stream. And this is what I mean, while we do this boring shit of trying to get the collectibles, this is where... you guys being in the chat and commenting away and asking questions, and me hopefully answering them, fills the void for the content. Oh, hello. Right, what's this one? Oh, okay, I've got that one. Perry Harris Redevelopment. Got that one. What I need to do is I need to look for Charing Cross Station. Charing Cross Station. That's on one of the bridges. Is it here? No. No. Oh! Right, I haven't got this one. So that's where we're going to go next. The name suits you, to be honest, since you know a lot about games. Thank you! Thank you. Yeah, do you know what? That was another reason. I mean, growing up, I was always, and still to this day, which is why I'm trying to change this about me. But at the same time, it is still a core part of my personality. This is what I mean when I say I don't want people now to... I don't give a shit if people refer to me as Game Expert anymore. I'd rather people just say, oh, it's JC. I love the fact that people recognise me as the gaming guy, but... there's something that I feel like happens as you get older. This is just me personally. Other people, it might be different. I find that, again, I feel like I've grown past that name. And another thing is that I'm someone who I'd like to feel like you could talk to me about anything. And I may not always have the right answer. And what I say is only based on my perspective. But I'd like to feel like I could talk to anyone about anything other than just gaming. I mean, I'm sure if you follow me on Instagram, you may have seen that, obviously, I done a podcast. I'm still trying to do more podcasts. If anyone wants to know how the podcast progress is going, not very well. Still haven't done another one. Still trying to do another one. I'm trying to reach out to other people that already have podcasts and trying to guest appear on their ones. It's easier than doing my own. And even then, I've tried to do my own. I've invited people to do an episode with me, and it's not gone very well with that one either. But that's neither here nor there. I want more people to know me for me. You know, again, gaming is my bread and butter. Gaming is a part of my personality, but I emphasise that a part of. I'm more than just gaming. I'm more than just gaming, and I feel like part of my journey of getting older, you know, I find that I'm always going to do this, and I've said this before, I'm always going to stream, I'm always going to play games, I'm always going to love gaming, but in terms of the content side of things, and in terms of building myself up as a person, as a brand owner, because again, I've launched the clothing brand, as someone that people work with, because obviously I work with people and people work with me, I want people to know me more than just the guy who plays video games all the time. Oh, it's because this is a thing that actually, it kind of annoys me even at work, right? Sometimes at work, everyone will be sitting there and they'll be talking about things not to do with the real world. And like I say, I have my own opinions of the real world. I have my opinions of the UK. I have my opinions of just a load of things. I have my opinions on everything. And like I said, I like to feel like I'm the kind of guy, you could talk to me about fucking anything. Literally anything at all. And if you need my advice or want my advice or want to hear what I have to say, even if it's incorrect, but it's something that I believe in, I feel like I can share that with people. But you can't do that if people are constantly calling you game expert, and if they're only talking to you about fucking gaming. And again, I love gaming. I'll happily talk to people about gaming, but I also like to think that I'm more than just that. You know? I would really like to think I'm more than just that. Right, so that was the... Yep, that was that station one there. We've done that. House Guards Parade or Paradise? I think it says Parade. Oh, don't have this one either. Fucking hell. Actually, now realising it, I actually had so many missing. I can't believe it. That's crazy. Would you do a podcast with the other 2.5 gamers? So Harry and Aaron? Oh, yeah, 100%. 100%. I don't know. I would happily do one with them. I don't know if they want to do one with me. Because my idea with the whole podcast thing is, again, to talk about something other than gaming. That's all it is. It's all I want to do is talk about something other than gaming. I mean, we have done discussion videos, but they're mainly to do, again, in the realm of gaming. So we done a what do we think of the Switch 2 discussion video, or ideas for the Switch 2 discussion video. We done, Harry and I, actually, this was one I really enjoyed. The one where we spoke about how Game, the store, the brand, the retailer, where we spoke about how Game isn't the same. And that video done so well, because we actually had a couple ex-Game employees comment on that video, and maybe we'll even do a follow-up. I still don't know. So in terms of I mean, you could consider those podcasts. They're not as long as a traditional podcast. Usually podcasts are hours. Whereas those videos are quite not too long. But when I say I want to do podcasts, what I mean is I want to have just a room where we sit there, microphones, and we just talk, you know. And again, if it goes towards something to do with gaming, like we might say, oh, what are you guys playing at the moment? Oh, actually, I'm playing this. Okay, cool. But realistically, to just talk about anything else, and again, that's not me being bored of gaming. That's not me saying I don't want to do gaming anymore. That's me saying that I personally believe, and as I'm getting older, I find that I want to discuss things other than just gaming. I'm more than just a dude who plays video games, you know. I have so many thoughts and so many things. And the older I get, the harder I find to keep my mouth shut. I'm finding myself, even at work now, I'm finding myself just piping up a lot more. Like I said, I'll give you an example. So, in the office, in fact, I can give you an example today. Oh, you meant the other guys. I mean, yeah. I'd happily sit there in a room with them and ask them why the fuck they took our name. And if they wanted to actually sit there and go, we never took your name, we thought of it ourselves. Bro, listen. I have the receipts, okay? We launched our channel in 2019. We took a break in 2021. They launched their channel in 2021. If that doesn't scream, they saw the name and bearing in mind, in 2020, we launched the channel in 2019, but we boomed in 2020. And then in 2021, we stopped, right? During that boom, it wouldn't surprise me if they saw the channel. And then they must have thought, oh, well, these guys haven't uploaded in a year. They're not using the name. The same with that kid who saw me on my solo channel, wasn't uploading, and he thought, oh, well, I'll take the name. It happens, right? And I've got nothing against them, other than they took the fucking name. But other than that, I've got nothing against them. I have my opinions on their content. I've seen their content, and I have my opinions on it, and I'd happily sit there and discuss that with them. But other than that, to be honest, I'm also just more so intrigued by them. I'd love to actually understand what it is they want to do. Because we made the name to obviously reference the show 2.5 Men. And we're meant to very much... We're trying to be like a sort of gaming TV show, you know, with the vlogs, with things like that, etc. But they have the name, and what they very much do, I don't understand why they would name themselves 2.5 Gamers with the content that they do, personally. I don't understand why they took the same name. As I say, it was up for grabs when we disappeared, but... And I see it from that perspective, but at the same time... Sorry, whilst I'm doing this, I'm also still crossing off what ones I've got on the old map. But at the same time, if I was to sit there and do a podcast with them, the other 2.5 Gamers... oh, I don't have this one. I would... The first thing that's going to get brought up is, why the fuck did you take our name? And if they seriously tried to sit there and say... we didn't take it, we thought of it first. I'm going to be like, fucking bollocks. You didn't think of it first, because all you have to do is look at the date, and this is a good thing that YouTube show you this. You can see it on your about section. Is, you can see when they launched their channel versus when we launched ours, and that's enough proof to say, hang on a minute, who came up with the fucking name first? How did they manage to get more subs? No idea. Honestly, couldn't tell you. Honestly, could not tell you. I guess their content resonates with whatever group of people they want to resonate with. I honestly don't know. I honestly do not know. And fair play to them. And another thing, since they've started, they've been more consistent. Because like I said, they started their channel when we had disappeared for a year. You know, like I say, we launched our channel in 2019. They launched, we really had the ball rolling in 2020. Like in 2020, the Twitch had just hit 1K. The YouTube, I think, hit over 500. No, I think it was on its way to... No, I can't remember what the exact number was. But I know things were going well. Things were going really well in terms of the streaming, the upload schedule, etc. What happened was real life. You know what you said earlier, Jaxie, about, you know, real life gets in the way? In 2021, real life massively got in the fucking way. And on top of that, my PC broke, so I couldn't edit videos anymore. And because of those two factors, we stopped. And we stopped for the whole year, right? And then really made a comeback in 2023. But by the time we came back, as I say, these guys came along and they were consistent. And they got an audience, don't know how, but they got an audience. And yeah, now they are where they are, we are where we are. And it's just now, I guess it's just a race, really, to see if, number one, if we can catch up with them. And number two, just, yeah. But at the same time, because we both have the same name, I thought, okay, fair fucking play. You copied our name. I'm going to be the bigger person and do something that's going to at least make things easier. Plus, at the same time, where they do have more subs than us, anything we were uploading, we weren't getting as many views because they have the same name. So I instantly was like, okay, cool. We're from the UK. We're now going to be called 2.5 Gamers UK. There we go. I don't think they stole the name to piss you guys off. Maybe it's just a coincidence. It may very well be. It may very well be. But at the same time, when you look at the timing, again, like I said, this is just my perspective, right? I can only give my perspective, okay? From my perspective, I just see it as you took the name. Because you launched it, you launched 2 years after we did, and you used the same name. From my perspective, they took the name. That's how I see it. It could be a coincidence, I don't know. But at the same time, you've also got to be realistic here. Whenever you make an online account, just like what I said with the PSN thing, it tells you if the name's already been taken, right? So when they would have created their channel, YouTube would have probably said to them, 2.5 Gamers is already taken. But I don't know how they still managed to do it. Well, actually, if you actually look at their @name, because YouTube actually, you have two names. You have your channel name and then you have an @name. If you look at their @name, it's actually 2.5 Gamers. And then their channel name is 2.5 Gamers. Whereas if you look at our name, both the and the channel are the same fucking name. Because we had it first. And this is the thing, with your @name, you can change your @name whenever you want. But whatever your @name is, YouTube doesn't let people copy. You can copy a channel name, but you can't copy the @name. And for those, when I say the @name, I mean the name with the @ symbol behind it. But again, going back to what I said earlier, I then decided when we came back in 2023 to add... I mean, you guys will see it, like even in some of the streams, where I think one of the streams when I first said we're now called 2.5 Gamers UK, and I just thought, let's throw in the UK part, because I mean, it's where we're from the UK, so... You know, like how, for example, and I think I said this example at the time, I said, you know how, for example, you've got TV shows, right? And they'll have the American variant, and they'll have the European or UK variant. You know what I mean? So, like, for example, the In-Betweeners, right? In the UK, we have the In-Betweeners, but the US also had one called the In-Betweeners USA. Or again, Shameless. You've got Shameless, and then you've got Shameless USA. Or The Office, The Office USA, etc. I decided, okay, these guys are going to have the same fucking name. They're probably never going to change it. So what we're going to do is we're going to be 2.5 Gamers UK. They can be 2.5 Gamers. But, again, always deep down, I know that we're 2.5 Gamers. And whenever I introduce the channel, sometimes I forget to say the UK part. But I know we're the original. There's a show called 2.5 Men. I know, I literally said earlier that was part of the basis for why we're 2.5 Gamers, is because of the show 2.5 Men. Carl, once again, thank you so much, especially to you, Jaxie, for typing consistently in the chat. Obviously, if you can type in the chat, type in the chat. I know that there's people obviously watching. If you can't type in the chat, then that's fine. But once again, as I'm doing all this, whenever we do these streams where it's collectible hunting for the sake of getting the achievements, having something that we can talk about and keeping the conversation flowing definitely helps. Obviously, if you go back and watch the last two streams, and I'm saying this now for people on the YouTube, in the future for YouTube, because those episodes haven't come out yet. Episode 20 and episode 19, the streams were fairly quiet. There wasn't really a lot I could talk about. So when I was going around getting collectibles and stuff, I didn't really have much to say. But this stream so far, it's been 2 hours and 8 minutes so far at the time of me saying this. Obviously that will be different on the YouTube because I'll chop some bits down. But the fact that I've managed to talk consistently for 2 hours and 8 minutes in this stream versus the last two streams really makes a big difference and makes it more entertaining. If you met the guys in real life, would you get angry and swear at them over the name thing? No, this is the thing. I'm not gonna look for beef with them. No. If I met them in real life, I would introduce myself to them. I would say I know who they are, and I would just say, oh, you're 2.5 Gamers. Huh, isn't that funny? Well, guess what? We're 2.5 Gamers. And then I would probably ask them, where did you get the idea for your name? And I'd like to hope either if A, they're honest and say, oh, actually, yeah, we know about you guys. In 2021, you guys weren't uploading and we took the name. Or if they just say, we know about you, and by convenience, we have the same name. But if they're... The thing is, I won't be looking for drama or beef. I would like to hope that they don't. I'd like to hope that they don't. I don't even think if they've ever addressed us. Because actually, okay, I know if you watch our channel trailer, we take the piss out of them. But that's just funny. If they got offended by that, if anything, I'd say, well, don't be a fucking snowflake. It's humour at the end of the day. Because in our channel trailer, there's a bit where we're messing... Because I use that as the joke reason as to why we come back. We knew we was going to come back to YouTube anyway. But in the channel trailer, as a joke, I put, they stole our name! We need to come back! Right? That was a joke. And I'll say that to them as well. If they were to sit there and go, oh yeah, you're the dickheads who took the piss out of us on your channel. I'll be like, yeah, but bro, it's the internet. Like, come on, everyone takes the piss out of fucking everyone. It is what it is. And if they wanted to collab, I'd be up for collabing, so long as they're not dickheads about it, right? And I'd like to hope that they're not. I have nothing against them. Honestly, I have nothing against them. It's just that, right, as I say right now, from my perspective, I feel like they stole the name. They may argue that they didn't, right? And if they do, and they're not, again, they're nice about it, and they prove that they didn't, and it is just all one big coincidence. Again, if there's no beef there, I won't entice or incite beef, because it doesn't have to be beef. If we then meet them and they're massive fucking pricks, I'm just going to be like, well, then they're massive fucking pricks. But that's only if they're like that. Because the thing is, as well, is you'll be able to tell what they're like when you actually meet them. You know? Say we all went, like, let's put it into the, like, let's give it an example. Let's put it into perspective. Let's say, for example, because I think they've actually been to the UK before. I know they're not based in the UK, because if you actually watch their videos, you can hear they've got an accent. I think they're from somewhere else. I don't know what country they're from. But let's say, for example, there's a gaming event in the UK, in England, right? And they show up and we show up, right? And again, we might see them. I'll instantly know if I see them. I know what they look like. I've seen them before on their videos. If I saw them, as I say, I would approach them, and I would approach them in a dignified manner. I wouldn't just run up to them and be like, oh, you fucking... No. I would approach them. I'd say, oh, you're 2.5 Gamers. Or, well, You know, I'd say something like that. And then if they would say, oh yeah, and who are you? I'd be like, oh, well guess what? We're 2.5 Gamers, UK. Now originally, we were 2.5 Gamers. But then you guys came along when we were on break. And I actually would like to know, did you guys name yourselves after us? Did you use the name when we were on break? Like, how did you guys come up with your name? I'm curious. And that's what I mean. Then, from there, we see where the conversation goes. If they kick off, oh no, we had the name first, you're dumb, fucking, la la la, la. You know, if people are going to be dickheads, they're going to be dickheads. Do you know what I mean? And then at that point, conversation shifts. And I'll be like, whoa, well, don't fucking talk to me like that, mate. Fucking, do you know what I mean? It is what it is. Right? And again, we can all be on the same platform and do the same thing and have a similar name. Fucking, do you know what I mean? There's no need to be a fucking prick. And then I'd handle that in that situation. I wouldn't, again, go up to them and look for fucking drama. I wouldn't go up to them and just instantly be like, you stole our fucking name. No, because then, if anything, I look like a dickhead. Because then if they're all calm about it and they go, whoa, 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 we didn't steal your name, buddy. Like, calm the fuck down. I would massively look like a dickhead. Do you know what I mean? If they heard all the things you've said about them, I don't think they'd want to collab. But what have I said that's that bad? What have I really said that's that bad? I've just said, from my perspective, I feel like they stole the name, but I'm open to talking to them about it if that's not the case. And I just said, and you asked me if I would beef them, and I just said no, if they're nice people. That's not, there's nothing wrong with me saying that. And if they wouldn't collab based on me saying that, then, like I said, I would just say to them, well, don't be a fucking crybaby about it. Let's all be respectable adults here and realise that people can have opinions and that you can say what you want to say. Like I say, they can have an opinion on us. I don't care. I don't give a shit. I'll say it how it is. They can say it how it is. That's all it really fucking is. It's a matter of perspectives, opinions, and being able to have adult conversations. When you think about this is the thing actually that I find quite, I guess, funny about the internet, is I feel like the internet sometimes can bring out the worst in people when it really doesn't have to. And I just think it's about being a grown-up about certain things. And I mean, I'm not being funny, but how many YouTubers have you seen as well who have had beef and now they're suddenly friends? You know, let's not forget that too long ago, or not that long ago, but I mean, it has been some time now. Actually, no, I think it has been a relatively long amount of time. Let's not forget that some time ago, KSI and Logan Paul fucking hated each other, and now they run businesses together and they collab all the fucking time. Now, this is what I'm saying. I've got nothing against the other 2.5 Gamers, and I say what I say based on my perspective. That's all it is. It's a perspective and an opinion. My perspective is, I feel like they took the name. That's fine, that's my perspective. My opinion is that they took the name. And again, we can talk about this with them, and if they say, no we didn't, and they explain how they come up with the name, or why they thought of it, and they're all happy about it, and we're all laughing, joking, oh yeah, that is crazy, we all have the same name, fine, no beef. If they're pricks, and they randomly go, oh, well actually, fuck you, and then I'll speak accordingly. But if they sit there and go, oh, we don't want to collab with you, because in the past you chatted shit about us, I'll be like, how? Name one thing that I did. If anything, I speak about you respectfully, but I also give my fucking perspective. And again, anyone can do that. So, if you're going to be a fucking snowflake about it, then yeah, be a fucking snowflake, and I'll deal with you accordingly. That's all it is. I'm someone who I say what I say, I mean what I say, and I always approach people in a manner that's respectful until they piss me off. If they piss me off, then they piss me off. And I think that's how you should approach life. See? And that, folks, is an example of me talking about things, not gaming, and giving my opinions on life as a whole. Because that's just how I see life. So yeah, I don't know, maybe... Have you ever commented on their channel? Because I know you put, have you even comment on their channel, but I'm guessing you meant to put, have you ever commented on their channel? See, that's the thing, no, I don't feel the need to. I have never once left a disrespectful comment. I've seen their videos, and as I say, I have an opinion on their videos. I'm not the audience they're going for, but they've obviously got an audience. Their videos do incredibly well, and here's the thing, that's me being respectful. Once again, you know what you said earlier, oh, well, after what you said, why would they want to collab with you? What have I said that's wrong? If anything, I'm praising them. They're doing incredibly well, they have more subscribers than we do. I just, again, give my perspective and opinion of they took the name off we was on break. That's it. I haven't said anything wrong. If suddenly they want to come along and go, oh, you disrespected us, and we would never work with you, and fuck you, we're the original 2.5 gamers, you're pieces of shit, no one likes you, you're not popular, fuck you, then I'd have a fucking problem. I'd say, okay, mate, there's no need to be a fucking arsehole, and if you're going to be an arsehole to me, I'm going to be an arsehole back, fuck you. But that's in the moment, do you know what I mean? And this is what I mean when I say internet beef is really just when people get the short end of the stick with each other. And I feel like I said, the internet can bring out the worst in people. Sometimes people who you don't even fucking know will just be dickheads for no reason. And I understand it is what it is and people are people, but at the same time I feel like if everyone approached things the way I approach them, which is match other people's energy, you know? If someone's being nice to you, be nice back. Why are you going to be an asshole to someone who's being nice to you? It makes no fucking sense, right? And approach, as an adult as well, approach people respectfully, and that's whether you're online, whether you're offline, right? Speak to people respectfully and hope and pray that they do the same back. Because if they do the same back, that's a good person. If they don't do the same back, and they're a fucking arsehole, then that's an arsehole. And then you can call them out accordingly and just, like I say, you deal with it in the moment. Here's an idea, reach out to them for a podcast collab. Oh, fucking hell. Should I? Should I? I don't know. Again, I don't... Other than talking about the origins of their name and what I think of their videos and maybe what they think of our videos, and again, hopefully no beef ensues from that, I don't know, would I reach out? Should I reach out to them? Should I extend an olive branch? Although it's not really an olive branch. Extending an olive branch is a term for keeping peace. But again, there shouldn't be keeping any peace because there's no beef. I don't know, maybe I'll... Maybe then do I leave a comment? Hi, this is JC from, you know, the other 2.5 gamers, now 2.5 gamers UK. I was wondering if you guys wanted to work on a video together. Do you know what? That might be a good way to gauge what kind of people they are. Leave a comment on one of their videos. If they ignore it, then they ignore it. That's also kind of, in a way, rude, but at the same time, it is what it is. And if they don't ignore it, and then they say something, then I would react based on what they say. So if they were really nice about it, oh, well, you know what, we'd like to, but at the same time, I don't know, what would we really talk about? Or if they say, no, fuck off, you're a piece of shit, go die, then I'd have something to say, do you know what I mean? But like I say, I react in the moment based on what... I can't find this fucking thing. I'm flying around looking for this thing while I'm talking. I can't fucking find it. But, and I swear it's supposed to be here. Brixton Barrier Block, I swear it's supposed to be here. Yeah. Oh, no. Oh, I'm a fucking idiot. I'm at Brixton Barrier Block. I need Brixton Recreation Centre. Fuck's sake. That's the second time I've done that now. It's probably because I keep getting distracted talking about stuff. But at the same time, keep it going. Keep it going. Like I say, it's managed to keep me talking for 2 hours. Solid. So, we're doing something right today. It's just not getting these fucking collectibles, apparently. Wait, where's Brixton Recreation Centre? What? But then it looks like it's here on the map. Oh, no, it's here. It's here. Right. I honestly think you should do it and have a friendship. You know what, Jaxie? Maybe, and it's entirely up to you, maybe this is how we do it. Everything I just said, clip it, everything I just said, every single part of it. The part about, but obviously all the good stuff. Don't clip shit out of context and send them the bad things I said. Because that's another thing, actually. I would hate for that to happen. I would hate for anything I say to get clipped out of context, sent to them, and then they think, oh, well, fucking, we don't like him. He's fucking chatting shit about us. Like I said, I have said points on both sides. I've offered my perspective, and I've given my praises to them as individuals. Right? Like I say, and as I've said multiple times, and I'll keep saying it again, if they're nice people, I'll be nice. If they're dickheads, then they're dickheads. But I'd like to believe they're nice people, right? Take everything I just said and send it to them. There we go. That's what we fucking do. We take everything I just said of me saying what I think about them, clip it and send it to them, and then see what they say. If they come back being nice and go, oh, actually, yeah, you know what? Let's speak to this guy. We like the sound of him, right? He sounds interesting. Or if they turn around and go, nah, fuck this guy, he's a piece of shit, and he's chatting shit about us, even though, again, I'm really not. I'm really
bits
not.
of smart.
You know, I'm not sitting here calling them names. I'm not sitting here saying anything about them. Again, if you want to go back to what I said earlier, I said if they are dickheads. I never said they were dickheads. I said if they are dickheads, right? Which I don't believe that they are. I believe that they are nice people. I don't know. I've never spoken to them. But
Perfect.
I've seen their videos. They seem like nice people. I think they'll like you. Well, then there you go. And that's what I mean. Obviously, don't go off of what... I will never go off of how people act in videos, to be honest with you, but at the same time, and again, that's not me doubting that they're nice people. Like I said, I like to believe that they are. You can sit there and watch someone's videos, though, and they can seem like a nice person, and then you can meet them in real life, and they can turn out to be a fucking arsehole. And that's even, like, you know, again, I know we're nice people. Harry's a nice person. I'm a nice person. I hope, anyway. No, but no, I'm joking. I am a nice person. And like I say, I hope that they are nice people. But at the same time, I wouldn't go off of their videos to gauge what kind of person they are. Because you've also got to realise that when you're doing videos, you are gonna... Like, there are people who make videos and try and act a certain way. You know, there are some people that they do rage bait content. I hate rage bait content. Let's go into a tangent about that for a few minutes. It really pisses me off, people that make content deliberately pissing people off. That really fucks me off. I think those people are the lowest of the low, and I think they're really unfucking creative, because, and that, anyone who sees that, I don't know how to make clips. Maybe I'll do it, when I go back and watch this stream and edit it and put it on the YouTube. Yeah, I think people that make rage bait content are the lowest people. I think it's actually really disgusting. If you're doing content where you're specifically going out and being a fucking dickhead, then piss off. Like, I ain't got time for that fucking shit. That really, and I'm swearing a lot as I say it, but I swear anyway, because I say whatever the fuck I want. But, yeah, no, I ain't got time for that shit. I don't like people that do rage bait content. But going back to what I said earlier, I believe that, obviously, when you're on the internet and you make content, now, I can comfortably say I'm myself in my videos. I may exaggerate every now and then, like I speak louder, I animate myself more, because if I didn't, then it'd be fucking boring. You guys wouldn't want to just see me being all like, oh, hey guys, in today's video, I'm going to be playing Watch Dogs Legion, and that would be fucking boring, right? So I do overexert myself on videos, and again, I know I'm a nice person, but I wouldn't expect people to look at my videos to gauge whether I'm a nice person or not. And I don't do the same with other people. I won't watch someone's videos and immediately go, oh, well, they're really friendly in their video, they must be a nice guy. Mate, listen, there could be... To go a bit fucking dark with it, but pedos and murderers can look nice on video and you wouldn't know they're pedos and murderers. Do you know what I mean? How many YouTubers has it been where they've become famous and they seemed nice and then controversy comes out about them later down the line and it turns out that they're actually grooming or fucking, do you know what I mean? Now that's the dark version of it, obviously, I'm going into that, but I won't use their content to gauge who they are as people. What I would use to gauge who they are as people is, again, I would maybe comment on one of their videos, maybe message them, and if they reply or whatever in a respectable manner, that would gauge to me, okay, these are nice people. If I commented on one of their videos saying, hey, great video, by the way, we have the same channel name and I'd love to actually talk to you guys and maybe do a collab and blah, 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 and then, like I say, if they're nice and they go, they could politely say, sorry, mate, don't want to do that, or they could say, oh, actually, yeah, do you know what, we've actually been meaning to, or we'd love to do that, yeah, sure, let's actually, in fact, let's go on a call and we'll speak to you and we'll text, whatever, blah, 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 nice people. If they turn around and go, fuck you, you're a piece of shit, we don't want anything to do with you, you're a dickhead, fuck you, then I'd be like, no, these are horrible people. And then, if anything, I would even warn you guys, I'd say, do you know what, if you watch their content and you think they're nice, they're really not, because when I messaged them, they were horrible to me. But again, that's only based on if I speak to them, right? Have you seen anything you like about their content? I mean, now this is the thing. And again, don't take what I'm about to say, clip it out of context, or send it to them out of context. Again, I've been nothing but respectful when talking about them, and I want them to understand that, and I have no disrespect for them, because they haven't disrespected me, so I don't have any disrespect for them. I've already got that one. Why did I highlight on the map? Oh, wind tower. Where's that? Sorry, I need to get back into this. I can't believe it's taken me 2 hours to go for this one achievement. This is actually really not great. I was hoping to get multiple achievements, but we still got plenty of time, actually, until I have to wrap things up. Where the hell is the wind tower? So, you've got that there. There's one in a place called the wind tower. This is the mix. Apparently the wind tower is not that far. It's like diagonal. No. No. Nope. Oh my god, man. Is that it? No. Where the fuck is the wind tower? Sorry, Jaxie, I will answer your question in just a moment. I also got to focus on where the fuck this thing is. Right, so you've got Suffolk Incinerator here, and then diagonally across from it, you've got a place called the Wind Tower. Oh, no, that's not it. Lambeth Towers. Lambeth Palace. The annoying thing is, this map that I'm using on Photoshop versus what I'm playing in the game isn't one-to-one. Right, that's the stage. So that's how I... Oh, so now I've gone too fucking far. Okay, so that's that one. Got that one. Where the hell is the wind tower? It's like in the middle here somewhere, but at the same time I can't see it. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Right. Okay. Going back to what you said there, Jaxie. Again, don't clip anything I say out of context. Don't send them anything I say out of context. Respectfully, their content isn't for me. I'm not a fan of what they do. I'm not a fan of what they do, and that's fine. They might not be a fan of what we do. They might sit there and say, yeah, your streams are, in our opinion, boring, and your vlogs aren't all that. Again, I would still say, oh, well, you know, well, we like them and our viewers like them. And again, their viewers like what they do. That's absolutely fine. Not everyone's content is for everyone. That's absolutely fine. But would I say, is there anything about their channel that I like? In all honesty, not really. But again, that's not disrespectful to them. You cannot like someone's content, you know? I just watched their latest video and it actually looks like a podcast. Yeah, I know they do mainly podcast content. Yeah. Which is funny because that's what now I'm trying to do, right? But again, theirs is... I don't know what they talk about. I know it's more in the realm of mobile games as well, because I know they do quite a lot of mobile gaming talk. And they talk about the games industry as a whole. Like, it almost kind of... Perfect way to collab with them. I mean, maybe. I don't know. I really don't know. Because I just feel like... I'm not an awkward person. I'll talk to anyone and everyone. But it's how do I go about it, you know? Like, do I comment on one of their videos saying, hey, we'd love to collab with you? And again, gauge their reaction from that. And then maybe that will be an update that I can then share with you guys. I can say, hey, I messaged them, I contacted them, they told me to fuck off. And again, if they do that, then I'd lose respect for them. But if they're nice people... again, for me, it's either... If they ignore, I'm going to be like, fair play, it is what it is. Obviously, I don't like being ignored, but it is what it is. Maybe they're busy, maybe they get thousands of comments, hundreds of thousands of comments. They have emails they might have to answer to. Not everyone's going to answer. As I say, I've already contacted several podcast channels and none of them have got back to me, or even some of the ones that have got back to me, it has been a little bit disappointing. But I'm not going to sit there and say they're horrible people if they ignore me, or again, if they respectfully say, no thank you mate, we don't want to work with you. That's absolutely fine, right? What I won't put up with is, again, if I was to contact them and they was to say, no, get fucked, you're a piece of shit, die, we don't like you, then I'd be a bit like, whoa, where the fuck did that come from? And again, if you're going to be a fucking disrespectful piece of shit to me, then I'm going to be a disrespectful piece of shit right back to you. Because again, it's about matching energy and being respectful. And if you're not going to respect someone, then they're not going to respect you back. And that's just how I was brought up, and that's just how I think, right? There's always that fine line of respect. That's the number one thing. It's even something that I very much do and advocate on this channel, you know. I love that all you guys watch, and I love that all you guys comment, but if someone's going to get disrespectful to me in the comments, I'll tell them, hey, no, you ain't fucking speaking to me like that.
Warm, prepare to be artist.
And then at the same time, you've also got to gauge humour as well. Honestly, JC, you should just do it and see what happens if they respond to do a podcast collab. Maybe I will. Maybe I will. I won't. I'm not going to say I'm definitely going to. I'm not going to say I definitely am not going to. But you have put the... all I will say, Jaxie, you've put the idea in my head. You've put the idea in my head to do it.
That's not bad, actually.
Or to potentially do it. Wouldn't be a bad shout. And, to be honest, there's nothing anyone loses from doing a collab. I've said this multiple times. No one loses anything from a collab. You only have things to gain from collaborating with each other. In fact, I believe even YouTube's CEO or Google's CEO actually kind of promotes it. And I think a lot of people in the content space will say that, yeah, collabing with people and working together is a good idea in the content space. You know, if you... And as well, I just don't see why you wouldn't, because at the same time, especially if you're interested in the same things, it's just about helping each other. It really baffles me sometimes that there are just some people who, for whatever fucking reason, they won't even entertain the idea of working with someone. There are some people who, out of nowhere, will just be like, no, I don't want to work with him. And it's like, wait, why? Do you know him? Did he upset you? No, I just, no, just something about him. I don't want to do it. Like, I don't understand where that mindset comes from. I think everyone should be given a fair shot, you know? And then, like I said, people will reveal who they really are based on how you interact with them as and when you interact with them, right? It's like, for example, say when you go to start a new job, right? Say when you go to work and you go to start a new job. You don't know what anyone there is going to be like, but as you work there and as you speak to people, you start to understand who's who. You start to know who the arseholes are. You start to know who the nice people are. But when you first go into a job, you approach everybody the same. You know, you say, oh, well, I don't know you. Nice to meet you. My name is JC. We work together. It's a pleasure to see you. Only then, from how they interact with you on the day-to-day, do they take the piss out of you? Again, are they being an arsehole? Do they bump into you in the hallway and not say sorry? You know, like, do they look for altercations? Like, especially, I understand this working in a warehouse, or, well, I did work in a warehouse, now I'm more on the planning side of things, is that, you know, in a warehouse where, again, everyone's tired, like, when you work in a warehouse, especially on the early shift, when you go in and everyone's tired and no one wants to be there and the paycheck isn't fucking worth it half the time, a lot of the time, again, you will still gauge who's a nice person, who's an arsehole, based on how they interact with you in that environment. Because if you're going into work and you're trying to be positive and you go in and you understand not everyone wants to be there and that it is a job and that it's shit at the end of the day. But yet, when you interact with someone, you go over, oh, you know, hey, good morning. Oh, fuck off. Whoa, why did you say that to me? Like, what's the fucking issue? You know what, mate? Just fuck off. Yeah. And as well, you don't know what people have going on in their lives. But at the same time, regardless of what's happening in your life, you should still always approach people, as I say, respectfully, positively, because again, there's nothing wrong with being positive. If anything, you have more to gain from being positive than being fucking moody all the time. But I understand everyone's situation is different. But yeah, like, they're not going to be arseholes, they seem nice. Okay, again, Jaxie, I appreciate you saying that, and I believe, I'd like to believe the same thing. I'm advocating positivity here. I don't think they're horrible people. I'd like to believe they're nice people. Again, I won't use their content to gauge who they are. I just explained as to why I won't do that. Because again, content's content. People can seem nice on content and be dickheads in real life. But I don't know that. I don't know them. And from what you're saying, yes, I agree. They may be nice people. Again, you've definitely planted the seed in my head, though, to maybe try contacting them a go. And then I'll be able to give you a definitive answer as to who they really are, or if anything happens. Because if I do reach out to them, and best believe I'll let you guys know, if I do reach out to them and things happen, again, I'll let you guys know. If you was to ask me in, I don't know, 2, 3, 4 months' time, oh, well, JC, did you reach out to them? Did you ask them about a collab? And I go, yeah, and do you know what? They actually fucking, mate, they were so rude and da-da-da. Then you'll know. But That's what I mean. Again, it's all a matter of perspective. It's all a matter of perspective. Again, if they was to ask me, hey, why in your channel trailer did you say we stole your name? I would say to them, mate, that was a joke for the trailer. And again, in my perspective, I thought you did steal the name. But you may have not stolen the name. It is what it is. Again, let's talk about it. I don't know. I like to see the good in people. You know, this is a thing. The fact that I've actually talked for 2 hours and 30 minutes about just random shit, but this is what I mean, like, this is the sort of thing that I want to do. And especially in a more controlled environment, because on stream, I don't know how many people are going to watch this stream when it goes on the YouTube. No one may watch it when it goes on the YouTube, but that's neither here nor there. Or if anyone's going to watch it, I doubt they're going to get this far. I like to see the good in people. I don't rule anyone out until I've interacted with them. Until I've interacted with them, I don't rule anyone out. And again, that could be through the chat, that could be in person. Do you know what I mean? So again, Jaxie, 100%, I agree with what you're saying. They may seem they may seem like nice people. I want to believe they're nice people. What would you do if you reached out to them tonight and the next day they were friendly and said yes to a collab or something? Well, then I'd collab with them. You pretty much answered your own question. And again, if you've been paying attention to what I've been saying, and I'm not saying you haven't been, but at the same time, the questions you've asked have kind of already been answered. It's like I said, I've got nothing against them. I believe they are nice people. If they're friendly, I'd happily collab with them. I've got nothing against them. I only would have something against them if I interacted with them, they were horrible. And that's all I'm saying. If that's not clear, I don't know how else to make it clear. And I even say this to them. If they ever watch this, if someone clips what I'm saying right now, sends it to them, all of it though, not out of context. If someone gave them this entire lengthy discussion we've just had about them, which I can't believe we've talked about them for this long, but it is what it is. If someone was to send that to them and they sit there and go, okay, fair enough, let's talk to this guy, and they're friendly and they're nice and they say, hey, let's work together, let's do something. Hey, we're 2.5 Gamers, you're 2.5 Gamers UK. Maybe we can form some kind of united brand thing, and you know, again, like you've got USA TV shows and you've got, because that's how I view it now. Because that's why I put the UK in our name, is because we're the UK version. They can be whatever version they want to be, right? There's no reason why things can't happen in a positive manner. But, as I say, if they're not nice people, again, I'll always say if they're not nice people, then we deal with it when we deal with it. But I do not personally believe that about them initially. Okay? There we go. I don't know what else really to say about this subject anymore. I feel like I've said everything that needs to be said now. Unless obviously you have more questions, which again, please feel free to put more questions in the chat. Keep the chat flowing, because obviously it's helping with what we're currently trying to do. And for those who haven't been following along, what I'm still trying to do is find all these paste up locations, and I'm using a map that I've got on Photoshop. In fact, if you want, I'll quickly show you guys again. Look, there's my Photoshop map right here, and I've been crossing them off as I go along, so you guys can see that. And I think I've only got 2 left. So once I grab these 2, we should have an achievement, and we still got a bit of time on the stream where I can stay live, so we can still try and tackle another achievement. I just can't believe it's taken me 2 hours and 37 minutes to get this one done, but it is what it is. And again, we've got the whole process documented and shown on camera. Honestly, do you know what? I actually hope a lot of people do watch this episode now, because of how much we've spoke about. The last stream and the stream before that were definitely more boring, because it was a quiet stream and I didn't really have a lot to talk about. But this stream, I love the fact that we've actually talked about a lot. And several different things. Again, that's what it's all about, right? This is the whole thing about the channel. We chat shit, play video games, have fun doing so. In terms of the game, there's not much to say. I'm going after the collectibles. We've beat the main story, so I can't really comment about that. Yeah, it's just we're doing what we're doing. Oh my god. Do you know what that felt like? That felt like a long old rant, but it wasn't even a rant, it was just a discussion. So yeah, there you go. It was just a discussion. And again, I appreciate all of that. Because if you weren't asking the questions, Jaxie, then I'd have nothing to answer. And like I say, I wouldn't really have much to talk about in this current part of the playthrough where there isn't much to really talk about. And this only goes back to highlight what I said, and the reason why I want to do more podcast content is, again, if you notice the fact that when you watch when I'm streaming, obviously, yeah, when I'm playing a game, if we're playing the story, I'll talk about the story, and I'll highlight points about the game, and I'll talk about little tips and tricks you can do when playing the game. But at the same time, I am also a person who, again, has opinions, has perspectives, has things they want to talk about outside of all of that. And everything I just discussed, even in this stream alone, not a lot of people are going to see that. Because they're not going to, unless a lot of viewers are definitely going to watch all the streams all the way. And I think you definitely should. Because, again, it helps us out and it's quality content, right? But I'd love to do more controlled podcasty content because if we do, then I can say a lot more of the things that I say when we're live anyway, but in a more controlled video, and as well, more clips as well, because then I can turn them into clips for TikTok, and things like that. Right. According to my map, the British Theatre should be the last one. Again, I'll show you guys one more time, so now we will talk about the game here. So once again, I've been using this map to find the ones that I didn't have. I thought that all of them were on the map. Turns out that they weren't. I've crossed off all the ones that I've done, if you have a look here. So all these yellow crosses here. I don't know why it's yellow. It was just a random colour that Photoshop had already selected. But yes, I've crossed them all off. The last one, British Theatre. I don't have that on my in-game map. I'll show you guys here. Don't have it on my in-game map. Once we get this one, if the achievement isn't glitched, we should have all of them. Right? So let's do this. Moment of truth now. Let's hopefully unlock this thing. You know what's actually crazy? A lot of the things that I talk about, if it has nothing to do with the game, you could probably take the audio, remove the gameplay, upload it on Spotify, and people would think I'm talking like I'm on a podcast. Because I just talk, man. It's I don't know what it is. It just comes naturally to me. And this was something I actually said when I was on the radio not too long ago. I was on the radio and I just said, like, people have told me, and I know this inside myself, I have a knack for speaking. I can just talk. Like, you know what I mean? Even when I've done a podcast with Talks with Dorks, we spoke for about, what, I think it was 2 hours? I can't remember the exact length of time. Hey, Pixel Noctis, thank you for the follow. And right on time as we just popped the achievement, Piece de Resistance, for getting every paced up location in Watch Dogs Legion's main story mode. Let's fucking go. Took me 2 hours and 44 minutes to do. Fuck me. But it's done. But yeah, thank you, Pixel Noctis, for the follow. I don't know how long you've been tuning in, but this entire time I've been waffling and playing this game, and we're getting the collectibles. If you're obviously, you must be new to the playthrough. If not, and you're following along, yep, that's what we're doing. We're going for all the achievements. Anyway, yes. Yeah, not too long ago I was on the radio, and I said on the radio, I naturally know, and I've been told by other people, but again, I naturally know as well, because you've got to know what's inside yourself and what you're capable of. I have a knack for speaking. Speaking literally just comes naturally to me. I can sit there for hours and you could say to me, you know what, JC, just talk, and I will find something to talk about. Obviously, it depends as well on your level of interest. Also, it also depends how on the spot you put me. I have been put on the spot before. I have had someone go, oh, talk, and I go, and I just kind of freeze. But yeah, in certain scenarios, I could just talk and talk and talk and talk and talk. And you could genuinely take some of the audio from the streams where I've talked about stuff other than the games that I'm playing. And you could very well turn that into Spotify audio, and someone would think, oh, fucking hell, this guy's on a podcast or something. He's chatting he's talking about a lot of fucking shit right now. And I just feel like that's how it is. Do you know what I mean? And then I'll go into a joke about how, oh, welcome to 2.5 Gamers, where, you know, 2.5 Gamers UK, where we barely play we play the games and barely talk about them, and that's because that is actually sometimes just what happens. Right, the next achievement I'm going to go for, folks, because we've still got some time while I can still be live on the stream. The next achievement I'm going to go for is the one that I tried to do in the last stream, but failed to do because I got my guy injured, and that is neutralising, I think is it 5 or 10? Let's have a double check real quick. I believe it's 10. Oh, okay. It's brought me to my thing. Right, so the achievement's called Not the Bees. And obviously I'm just using this as an opportunity to skim through what achievements I have left to get as well. Oh, so it's 10. So I have to neutralise 10 Albion officers, or Albion guards, sorry, with the bees. And again, the only character that can do that is the beekeeper. That's the ability that they have. If you press and hold R1, or on Xbox RB, or whatever you want to call it, you can, yeah, so like this. And it says neutralise, so you have to basically get their health from full to 0, like that. So that would count as a neutralise, because I got his health from full to 0. And I have to do that with 10 Albion officers. Now, last time I tried to do it, yes. If you didn't watch the last stream, last time I tried to do this, I was getting shot at, like how I am now. And I ended up actually losing my... Well, I didn't lose my character. He didn't die, but basically the police were shooting at me, and then my character got hit by a car. And when he got hit by the car, he got injured. Because sometimes that can happen in the game. In the game, you can get arrested, you can get injured, and you can die. Obviously, with resistance mode, if you die, permadeath is switched on, so you lose your character forever, which is obviously not good, because that means I have to recruit another one. But you can get injured. If they're injured, they're out of commission for a few minutes. If they get arrested, they're out of commission for a few minutes. Right. But yeah, all I have to do is basically, when I see an Albion officer, is use my ability with R1 to attack them with the bees.
Fly, my pretties! Fly!
Obviously, because the bees are classed as a weapon, it will get the police to basically shoot you first. Because in this game, there's a thing where the police will use... Basically, whenever the police go after you in this game, especially on foot, they will always use hand-to-hand combat first, and then they only tend to draw their gun out if you run away for too long, or if you use a weapon of your own. So if I was to use a gun, they would use a gun. If I was to run up to them and punch them, then they would start punching me. Sometimes you can start with hand-to-hand combat, and then they can just whip a gun out and try and shoot you anyway. That's obviously where in the game you have to be careful and use your own judgment. But yeah, because the bees are technically a weapon, they're classed as a weapon, when I use them, the police may typically, like what we're seeing right now, they may typically whip a gun out. But at the same time, I've also got the hack where I can jam their guns, like this. So,
Fly, my pretties! Fly!
but yeah, all we got to do is neutralise 10 officers. I don't know how many I've just done. I think 3? Well, it's actually really easy. Because I'm wanted level 1, they're only sending 1 officer at a time. Oh, shit. Shit. Okay, take cover, take cover. Fuck, take cover. Get down, get down. Right, I do not want my beekeeper to die, because then I have to go and find another one, and then I have to complete a mission to recruit him, and that's just long, right? If we can just do it with the one beekeeper, that'll be good. And also, I just don't want to lose any characters, obviously, as well.
Fly, my pretties! Fly!
There we go. That's another one down. See, if it just said use... If it said use the bees 10 times, just use, then we would have probably got it by now. It's the fact that it says neutralise. You have to basically get their health to 0 using the bees. Otherwise, the achievement doesn't pop. Oh, wow. I actually managed to evade police capture because I done that. But again, the one achievement that I know is going to be tricky is going to be... Oh, we'll get into it, but there's an achievement that I know is going to be really hard. No!
Fly, my pretties! Fly!
There we go, got my wanted level back again. Jam his gun.
Weapons jammed!
Moving inbound.
I want to know how you can hack someone's gun to jam. You know, that's actually something... I know obviously it's a video game and it's not realistic, but at the same time, right, obviously the graphics are realistic, or try and be photorealistic, and it's set in a real world location, so you gotta sometimes try and, I guess, not suspend your disbelief. I don't know what you'd call it, but I don't know, I guess sometimes ask the question, right? How does the gun jamming as a hacker work? What is it inside the gun that we can tap into with our phone that hacks it so that it jams, right? That doesn't make any sense to me.
Control, we have a visual on the suspect.
Obviously, you know, like, for example, so, in the Batman Arkham, there we go, we just got it. Not the bees! Not the bees!
I'm putting an end to this.
Right, okay, now we actually do need to lose the police, so... Yeah, so like, in the Batman Arkham games, for example, you can jam guns in that game. And in that game, it makes sense because Batman has like a little gun that he fires himself. And he'll fire like a little electrical shot or like a jamming thing on the enemy's gun, right? And that makes sense in that regard because I'm sure that a gadget like that could potentially exist. Or maybe... What? No way! Oh, fucking hell. What did you say? Jaxie, what did you actually say? I wondered why you was quiet for too long. I wondered. I commented on their newest vid. I'll be waiting for a reply. Okay, let's see what they say. Let's see what they say. No, but what did you say, though? Because, again, you have to realise that it depends on what you say. And also, that's another thing. Because it's one thing if I approach them and say something. Because, again, I would approach them... I'd like to imagine you obviously done it in a respectable way. But I want to know what you said now. Oh, you know, you're making me want to go on YouTube. Okay. I just said hi and that's it. What? Well, then they're not going to know what... Okay. Okay, let's... No, you're making me want to go on YouTube and have a look at this now. I'm going on my phone. Let me go on it. 2.5 Gamers. On their latest video, you say? So if I go on their latest video and look at newest comments, there should be one from you saying hi. Oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah, I see it. 24 minutes ago, you commented just saying hi. Oh my god, man. Can't believe you just done that. Imagine they just reply saying hi back. Then what are you going to say? Like, actually tell me, what are you going to say? If they reply saying just hi back, what are you then going to say, Jaxie? I actually want to know. Hey, Paul, welcome to the stream. You know what? Perfect time for me to quickly throw this up on TikTok. Right, that's now uploading. How have I been? I've been really good. You know what, Paul? You're joining at a point where literally for the last 2 hours it's been non-stop conversation, which helps because at the minute I'm cleaning up achievements that we missed in the main story, or not in the main story but in the main campaign. And then once we've cleaned up those achievements, then I'm gonna go and do the DLC. I'm gonna say there's this guy I want you to speak who's interested in a collab. That's a good way of approaching it. That's a very good way of approaching it. Oh yeah, and for context, Paul, Jaxie thinks I should collab with the other guys named 2.5 Gamers as well, and I said I would if they're nice and friendly and not arseholes, right? Which again, I like to believe that they're not. And we were talking about them, and like I said, I've already given my opinions and I've done it in a respectable manner. And again, I'd like to believe that they are respectable people. When Jaxie says that by the looks of their content they seem nice, I've already said could do a 5 Gamers special. Yeah, that's it. Actually, wouldn't it be 6? Because I think... is there not 3 of them as well? So it would be 6. Oh, actually, but 2.5, actually, yeah, 5. Yeah. I see what you did there. Right, next achievement I'm going to go for. Going back to that. Because remember, we are doing this. I've got 94 grand. Do I go for this one now, or shall I wait? Okay, the best way for us to earn money in this game would be to do the naught contracts. So if we do that, I could earn the money, and then I can go for the achievement, spending 100 grand on clothes.
Fly where you like, boys. The park's all yours.
Bloody, what? Why did my camera do that? Yeah, no, when this episode comes out on the YouTube, Paul, you should definitely watch it back, because there was a lot we talked about in this one. Have you not completed this game yet? No! It's actually longer than I thought it was going to be. Feels like you've been playing it for years. Now, that's a bit over the top. It's been months, actually, but come on. I don't know why you keep thinking they're going to be arseholes because they don't seem... Jaxie, for fuck's sake, that's not what I said. You clearly don't understand what I'm saying. I didn't say they're going to be arseholes. I said if. If. That's the massive thing here. If. How many times have I literally said, I don't believe they're arseholes, but if they are, I would react accordingly. So again, that's the key fucking word. If. My God. I didn't once say I think they're arseholes or that they're going to be arseholes. All I've said is that I believe they're nice people. I won't use their content alone to gauge whether they're nice people. All I heard is you think they're arseholes and you're going to fight them. Oh, fuck off, Paul. Such a wind-up. But, yeah, nah, man. If... Okay, geez, I'm sorry, I get it. No, well, I had to say it because clearly you didn't with your earlier comment. If you got it, you wouldn't have said what you said earlier. And that's what I mean, like... I'm only trying to clarify what you just asked. Or, well, not even that you really asked it. I'm only trying to clarify what you just said. Because I said before, I agree with you. They do seem like nice people, but if you watch anyone... Like, I said this before, and I took it even to the fucking darkest realms of the fucking internet. You can watch... How many YouTubers have you seen that blow up, and they all look like nice people, right? And then all of a sudden, something comes out about them, and it turns out that they're, like, you know, a nonce, or that they were human trafficking, or... That's the dark side of it. I don't believe that they're doing that at all. So, yeah, once again, because I feel like I have to clarify it with everyone, I don't think the other 2.5 gamers are human traffickers. I don't think that they're bad people, right? I'm just saying if. Because if you're going to go off of someone's content alone to gauge whether they're a nice person, anyone in content can seem like a nice person, unless they're rage baiting. But, again, even then, I still don't like rage baiters. Now that I will say, I don't like rage baiters. If your content is primarily you pissing people off and winding people up. And I mean, like, you know, like when you see the really bad ones, right? You know, surely I don't need to clarify what ones I'm talking about, but you know the ones where, like, they'll do a video called I go to Japan and I, like, prank all the locals, or going into McDonald's and spilling drink on the floor. You know what I mean, right? Surely you've seen those types of videos where there are just some people who, they make their entire content around going to established places or going to other countries and just being fucking pricks. And I just think, you know what? Nah, man, that's not for me. And I just think morally that's wrong. You know, I just think that's just wrong. I could never do that, and I think people that do that are wrong uns. But that's just my opinion. Right, I've taken a contract. Okay, I need to destroy a shipment. So yeah, the Naught contracts, for those who don't know, if you're only just tuning in now, for the many years that I've been playing this game, quoting you there, Paul. But the Naught contracts, so there was a character in the story called Naught, and she gives you a bunch of contracts that you can do, and it's mainly stuff like take out this person, destroy this thing, destroy that thing. Now, I can't remember what it used to be like. I don't remember them being infinite, but apparently they're infinite now, and they're the best way to grind money in this game. And we need to obviously... So I'm at 94k, I want to get to 100k, so we can do the achievement for spending 100k on clothes. Speaking of 100k, I'd love to get to 100k on the all the platforms as well, so please, by all means, help us hit 100k and follow. I mean, realistically, we should try and go for 10k, but it's never... You can't ever aim too far.
Drone off me.
You played Assassin's Creed Shadows? No, but I want to. It looks really good. It actually looks really good. And it's actually getting a Switch... I think... No, is it getting, or has it already got the Switch 2 version? I think it's the Switch 2 version already out. I believe it is. Oh, look at that! There's graffiti on the wall that says subs, and it's in purple. Maybe that's a hint that you guys should sub to the Twitch, if you haven't already. Paul's a sub, but Jaxie, what are you waiting for? But anyway, that's beside the point. Playing out at the moment. Okay, thoughts? Oh, you know what? I've still got the Photoshop file open where I have the map where I was crossing off the collectibles. But I don't need that anymore, so I can close that down. And I also still have the Reddit open where I have the map as well, where I have the collectibles. But I don't need that anymore, so I can close that down. Right. Yeah, what are your current thoughts on Assassin's Creed Shadows, Paul? Okay.
You found the place.
Oh, it's been ages since we've heard Bagley's voice. Okay, so I need to destroy whatever that thing is. I'm sure there's got to be... Ah-ha-ha! It's good. Definitely a better experience playing it on PC than on PS5. Oh, nice. It does look really good. From what I've heard, Mirage and Shadows have both been really good. I think the last one where people were a bit like, okay, it's not great, but it's not bad either, was Odyssey. Right. There it is.
You found it. Now find some way to destroy it. Target destroyed.
Done. 630 Ito for that. I'm not being funny, but you could give me a bit more here. Okay, 95k. I want to get the 100k and just spend it all in one go, just to be sure. Because again, if the achievement doesn't have tracking, I don't want to spend the money now, and then the achievement not pop, and then me forget, or not remember how much left I have to spend to pop the achievement. Mirage was very good, was very old school Assassin's Creed. Yeah, you see, that's what I heard, because I know a lot of people were getting fed up with the RPG formula that started in Origins and progressed over to Odyssey and was in Valhalla. Actually, that was the one I was thinking of. It wasn't Odyssey that people thought wasn't all that great, or actually maybe it kind of was, I don't know, I can't remember. But I know it was, I think Valhalla people didn't really enjoy either, because they stopped feeling like Assassin's Creed games. And yeah, Valhalla flopped. They stopped being Assassin's Creed games and basically became The Witcher, but not The Witcher. Like, and yeah, I think a lot of people share the same sentiment as you, Paul. A lot of people probably just played it and felt nothing. And to be honest, I think that a game that makes you feel nothing is a terrible game. And even a bad game in its own way can be entertaining, because at least it can make you, it can invoke a reaction. But a boring game is a boring game. If you walk away from a game and feel absolutely nothing, don't think much of it, think just absolutely nothing of it, that for me is an absolute shit game. But yeah, I do really want to play Shadows. By the looks of it, they're finally, I guess, getting back into form with the Assassin's Creed games. I know there was a lot of... Wasn't there, like, quite a bit of controversy behind Shadows because of the whole... There's a black samurai, and that doesn't make sense historically, and all this shit. But no, Shadows is like an RPG open world, but Assassin's Creed in the sense of you have a quest and you have to investigate the area, plan your path, and what tools you're going to use and stuff. That's good, I like that. I like the sound of that. Yeah, I'm liking the sound of that. For me, I feel like that's what Assassin's Creed should be. If you want to add the RPG stuff, you can't remove the fact that, yeah, fundamentally, they are supposed to be basically like plan your murder simulators, you know what I mean? Like, that's basically what... Because that's how this franchise started. Well, actually, the franchise started by being a Prince of Persia game, and then it slowly changed into Assassin's Creed. But, yeah, I feel like... Yeah, that... What you just described there, the whole, like... You plan what you're going to do and the tools you're going to use. I feel like that's one of the fundamentals of an Assassin's Creed game. What the hell? Steal the marked 404 drone. Well, I'm here near the drone and it won't let me take from it. Oh shit, where's it go? No, come back. Wait, how am I supposed to steal it? Do I steal it like this? Oh! Okay, I have to drive the drone. But yeah, lots of controversy over the Black Samurai, who some people say was really, and some don't. And the fact he can be gay if you choose the right interactions. What? No way! Oh, we just deliver the drone here. Again, 630 Ito. So is that all we're going to get for doing these? Because that's a bit shit. The thing is, as controversial as that is, you also have to understand that in this current day and age, when you're seeing it in everything now. So once again, we're going to talk about non-gamery stuff here, and JC's going to offer his perspective, and people will probably either going to understand what I have to say or not understand what I'm going to have to say. But I'm going to give my perspective because that's all I can do as an honest human being. We're seeing it in media all the time now. Inclusivity is a massive thing in media. All media has to do it. All media are doing it. Disney do it. Everyone's fucking doing it. It's now a tick box exercise. Your game or movie, whatever it may be, has to include someone of colour, someone who isn't straight, someone who, again, even in some games we're seeing now the trans community. And this is the thing, I've got nothing against those communities, right? Nothing against them at all. Obviously, it is what it is. But the controversy surrounding the Black Samurai, I think people need to just wake up and realise that it's going to happen in modern media. I'm not being funny, but it's already been happening for a very long time, and it's gonna continue happening, and it's only going to keep on. Like I say, it's just going to keep on happening. Inclusivity is a massive thing. When people come up with something now, an idea for a film, video game, franchise, whatever, there's always that question of, well, how are these people going to feel about it? How? Everyone has to be included. So, yes, even though people were kicking off about, oh, why is there a Black Samurai in Assassin's Creed? Wake up and smell the roses. These are businesses that when they make these things have to include these people, because if they don't, the thing is, the controversy can swing the other way. If they didn't include someone of colour and, you know, like you just said, Paul, certain interactions, he can be gay or not, then those communities, those people of that subsect, of that group of people, will then go, oh, Assassin's Creed Shadows is shit because there's no black people in it, and there's no gay people in it, and there's no... You see what I mean? The argument works both ways, you know? But you like have two characters you can play as, and they are very different in how they play, so they are very yin and yang. Oh, there we go, sorry. Very yin and yang, which, again, is a good thing because it covers both types of play. Exactly, and that's the other thing. They have to cover both types of play. I like what you just said there, Paul. I 100% agree with that. When these things are being made now, they need to cater to every audience. And that's not easy, because in life, you learn very quickly that you can't please everyone. You can't fucking please everyone. And companies go through it the fucking worst. One group of people want one thing, the other group of people want the other. And what happens is whatever you do, either side will have something that they're going to say. Because if Assassin's Creed Shadows didn't have a black character, didn't have a gay character, didn't have all these things that they have, didn't have the fucking tick boxes that they need to tick, the argument could have very easily swung the other way. People would have very easily and quickly have gone on the internet and gone, Assassin's Creed Shadows sucks, it doesn't include my group of people, I feel discriminated, da, da, da. The argument swings both ways. You know what, and the example of yin and yang makes perfect sense. Yin and yang. There's no light without dark. It is what it is. I'm guessing that's the assassin. Yeah. Little ninja sneaking around assassinating everyone. I think a lot of people said they prefer her because she's basically the traditional Assassin's Creed way to play, is she not? I've never played the game, so I don't know. Hi Megs, welcome to the stream. Again, for non-stop of like... This stream has been perfect because, like I say, for hours all I've done is just talk. All I've done is just talk this stream, and in the last few streams it's been fairly quiet whilst I've been going around getting these collectibles, doing what I've got to do to get the achievements. But I like that this stream's been very chatty. Yeah, she's the assassin. Oh, there we go, yeah. So, and in a game called Assassin's Creed, of course you want to play as the assassin.
The thing you're after is around here.
But, again, like you said though, Paul, it's about catering to both audiences. There are audiences now who will like the other guy, the samurai character, and then now Ubisoft are going to have to cater to those people. And I think so long as they've done that, and they've done that in a way that's interesting for the player, then they've ticked every box. The controversy behind there being a black samurai, wasn't it because people were complaining it's not historically accurate or something? And it's again like, I to an extent I understand it, but it's what's happening now in mainstream media. It's what's happening in mainstream media. Mainstream media has now gotten to a point where if they don't include everyone, they piss off someone. And these businesses, these companies, they ideally don't want to piss off anyone. But at the same time, like I said, in life you learn very quickly you cannot please everybody, because the argument works both ways. I'm not being funny, but I think there was actually controversy with Doctor Who, where, so, I don't know if anyone here watches Doctor Who. I did, then I stopped, then I kind of did, then I stopped again. But in one of the latest Doctor Who's, or I say latest, it was actually, I can't remember when it was, that there was an episode with the new Doctor. Well, I say he's not the Doctor anymore. Actually, I think he's already regenerated. But there was an episode where the Doctor, right at the beginning of the episode, goes back in time and he runs into Isaac Newton. And I think they made the actor who plays him, I think's Indian or Asian or something like that. I know India's in Asia, but you know what I mean. But the actor basically doesn't look like Isaac Newton, and again is a person, an ethnic person of colour, right? Oh my god, controversy. Why does he look like that? That's not what Isaac Newton looked like. It's not historically accurate. Again, works both ways, and these businesses have to do this. Inclusivity is a massive thing. I loved it up to Matt Smith. Wait, so when you say you loved it up to Matt Smith, do you mean you liked Matt Smith as well, or do you mean that after David Tennant you stopped? I liked Matt Smith. Okay, so after Matt Smith you stopped. I just want to clarify. I did watch Capaldi.
This is so dead.
There were some episodes of Capaldi I enjoyed, but there were others that I thought were shit. And do you know what? There is one era of Peter Capaldi that I really didn't like, and it was the fucking Sonic sunglasses. Why the fuck did they do that? Oh my days! That annoyed me, man. It was like, what is going on here? Not my Doctor Who. I watched up to the Mad episode they did with the 3 Doctors, and they won the Time War. Day of the Doctor. Oh, that was fucking brilliant. That was so good. Day of the Doctor was so good. An absolute love letter to the franchise, because that was for the 50th anniversary, I believe. Really good. Do you know what? Better than the 60th anniversary. The 60th anniversary, in my opinion, was shit. Don't get me wrong, I love the fact that David Tennant came back, even though the way he came back was kind of dumb, but he still came back, and he's always going to be my boy. I'm looking for my TV remote, because my TV just said now it will turn off in 50 seconds if I don't press a button. But there we go. Nothing beats Rose Tyler, though. She's my cup of tea. Oh, God, here we go. Watching it for the plot, he says. But, oh, no, have you seen, though? I don't know if you know, Paul. But, the next regeneration of the Doctor, just have a look. Just have a look who it is if you don't know. If you say you like Rose Tyler, if you like Billie Piper as an actress, take a look who the new Doctor is, and then you'll see as well another reason why I've basically given up with Doctor Who. I've heard it might be her. No, Paul. It's not might be. It is her. The last regeneration. Shuti Gatwa, I believe is the name of the actor. The black Doctor. He regenerates into her. No joke. And I didn't watch the episode, but I saw the clip because it went so... It basically came up on my For You everywhere. On Instagram it came up, on TikTok it came up. But the clip where he regenerates into Billie Piper, and that's it. That's the cliffhanger we've currently, in the universe of Doctor Who, that's the cliffhanger we're currently sitting on. Is that the Doctor is regenerated, and now Billie Piper is the face. And obviously they've got to address it. They can't not mention that the Doctor looks like Rose. I mean, I'm not being funny. They did mention when David Tennant came back as the 14th Doctor, they did mention the fact that he does say, I've used this face before. And even as well when he reunites with Catherine Tate's character of, oh, fucking hell, Donna. When he reunites with Donna, even Donna says, I wonder why you've used that face again. And he goes, I don't know. And then they try and figure out why he has gone back to the David Tennant face. So they've got to address why the Doctor now looks like Billy Piper. Because, yeah, like...
There it is. You can hack in from there.
But yeah, no, I've, Doctor Who, I'm always swings and roundabouts with Doctor Who. Is like, sometimes if it looks interesting, I'll tune in. Other times when I see that it's starting to go to shit, I just stop watching, because I'm just like, ah, this is fucking... Not for me, I'm afraid. And as I say, with Shooty Gatwa's Doctor, there was... I did watch the first bit, and then I kind of just sort of fell away from it again. And then I saw that people online were saying it was getting ridiculous again. And then, like I say, the clip of him regenerating into Rose, I saw that and was like, what the fuck? I was like, I didn't know what to fucking make of it. I was like, why have they done this? And maybe when it premieres, I might watch it premiere again out of curiosity, but I'm in no rush to really get back into it, and I'm in no rush to binge the whole series again. I mean, maybe I might if it picks up again, but I don't know.
Ready to bring real justice where it's needed.
Brilliant.
Go fuck yourself, yeah? Fuck yourself.
Obviously, I'm in the generation where David Tennant... What kind of a fucking name is that? Oh, okay, no, we've got to put this into Google Translate. How the fuck do you say that name? Hang on, wait. I want to save him so that I can write his name down. But my potential recruits list is full. You know what? Let's get rid of this guy. We don't need this guy. Right, hang on. How on earth do you say this dude's name? And how have we seen this, but still no Linda? Right, let's bust out Google Translate. Because I have no fucking idea how you say this dude's name. What a conundrum this dude's name is. He owns a car, though. And he gets discount when you buy clothes. Although that won't help me with the achievement, because the achievement is I have to spend exactly 100k. And if he gets discount, it's only going to make the achievement take longer. Right. Google Translate. And then we want to do English to English. B-A-L-A... Like, this name is full-on giving AI. Who the fuck has this name? Actually, no offense to anyone who does have that name in real life, but how the fuck? B-A-L-A-S-U-N-D-A-R-A-M. And even, do you know what? We'll put his surname in as well, because I don't even know how you fucking say that. Right, let's turn up the volume. Oh, actually, let me close my stream on my phone. But let's turn up the volume. And let's hear how Google Translate says this name.
Balasundaram Fonseca.
What on earth?
Balasundaram Fonseca.
What a fucking name. Balasundaram Fonseca. Look, this is coming from someone who my full name is Jean-Claude Van Des de Silva, but fuck me, what a name!
Balasundaram Fonseca.
What?
Balasundaram Fonseca.
Balasundaram Fonseca.
Balasundaram Fonseca.
What? Okay. Anyone in real life that has that name, please comment down below. In fact, I might even clip this and put this on, again, as a YouTube short, a TikTok. Anyone with the name
Balasundaram Fonseca.
Comment down below. If you actually have that name in real life, I want to know. No offense to you. I actually am just curious. That is such a name. Like, how is that even a name? That's insane. What ethnicity is that name? I need context. I need people. So if anyone has that name in real life, comment down below. One more for feeling though.
Balasundaram Fonseca.
Balasundaram Fonseca. Balasundaram Fonseca. What on earth? How is that a name? That's just Oh, mate, you know what? I'm writing this down. I'm writing this down in the funny moments so that when I go back and edit this stream to upload it onto YouTube, I remember to clip this moment. I'm going to put 3 hours, 20 minutes. I can't believe that's a name. That's crazy. And I do want to know if someone has that name in real life. I'd very much like to know if someone has that name in real life. Obviously, not the whole thing. Like, I really doubt there's actually someone fully... Actually, there might be. You never know. There might actually be someone called Balasundaram Fonseca. But even saying it out loud just sounds weird. Can you imagine? What would their nickname be? No, seriously, what would their nickname be? Do you call them Bal? Bal? Oh, hey, Bal. Hi, Bal. How you doing, Bal? Oh, mate. Hey, Bal. A couple of us are going down the pub later. You should come. Oh, have you got those files for me? No, but you know what? I'll tell you who might be able to help you. Bal. If you go speak to Bal. Oh, what? Balasundaram? Oh, yeah, him. Yeah, but we call him Bal. Oh, yeah, I'll go speak to Bal. Like, yeah, what? Imagine being in school and they're doing they're calling the register. Tim, here. Jane, here. Paul, here. Megan, here. Balasundaram Fonseca. Yeah, no, what? I mean, in school, actually, I had that. In school, I had that so much. The amount of times when I'd have to say to teachers, just call me JC. Like, you know what I mean? During attendance... Jean-Claude, yeah. Like, but do you know what? It's one of them things. When I was a kid, I was more like... When I was a kid, I was more like iffy about my name. Now I fucking take it with pride. I'm proud of my fucking name. It's sick. It's an actor's name. It's a good name, right?
Oh, what a shot.
I do get annoyed when people pronounce it wrong. I mean, as you should do though, because I think if people should pronounce your name correctly. But yeah, nah, man. Again, how do you even? Would people just call him B? Maybe that's another thing. Maybe people would just call him B. Oh, do you know what? Actually, that's another thing. So obviously, with my name Jean-Claude, my nickname is JC. A pet peeve of mine is if people just call me J. I don't like it because when I think of if people call me J, that makes me think of Jay, and that's not my nickname. Because, yeah. And plus as well, Jay is typically the nickname of someone called James, you know? Or even just someone in, like, their name itself could just be Jay. But, yeah, a little pet peeve of mine is if someone just calls me Jay, I'm like, nah. Like, I'm literally like, nah. But yeah, no, with that character's name, Balasundaram, do you reckon people would just call him B? Like, if he's in an office and they're all talking to each other and, you know, because where I work, for example, they call me JC because that's my nickname and it's easy to say. But is someone going to sit there and go, hey, B? And he goes, yeah. And they're like, oh, you know, when you got a sec, mate, I need you to file those fucking papers. Yeah, no worries, mate. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, how does that work? I can't believe that's a name. Or a name that this game coughed up anyway. And again, we see all these names, and we still haven't found a single Linda. Like Ridinator has wanted us to do from the very beginning of this playthrough. Still no Linda. Oh, we've got a Lindsay. Loads of Lindsays, but no Linda. At all. I need a drone. To get to this bloody Naught contract, because I can't get to it. In case you're wondering what I've been doing. Although, okay, we've not got long left now until I've got to wrap things up. But I'll tell you what, this has been a very good, solid stream. I've had a lot of fun this stream, and I feel like I've waffled on about a lot of different things. We've talked about a lot of different things. We've now got the fact that Jaxie has messaged the other 2.5 gamers now, so we'll see what comes about of that. It's been a very, very fun stream. Oh yeah, drop that. Fucking hell, don't do that. And we've obviously popped an achievement along the way. I'd like to hope that, though, we get the buying clothes achievement. We just need to grind the money. That's all we need to do. Actually, we popped 2 achievements, because we've got the B one and we've got the paste it one. But no, honestly, really, really solid stream today. Quite happy with this one. Although not that I'm ever not happy with any of them. Let's be real. I'm not ever not happy with any of them. I enjoy all the streams. As you should as well. By watching them all the way through when they're on the YouTube. Helps out a massive, massive load. But, wait. The mission is to deliver the drone and all I had to do was this. What a load of shit. These Naught contracts are really basic. Again though, that will be in the review when I review this game when I've completed it. Mate, Balasundaram Fonseca. What a fucking name! It just sounds made up. It can't be real. It has to be something that the AI machine has just generated. That can't be a real name. But if it is, again, no offense to anyone who has that as a real name. But if it is, fuck me. What? Where does that come from? What does it sound like? What kind of ethnicity does it sound like?
Any device you have, anything at all.
Balasundaram Fonseca. And you know what? No offense to anyone who has the name, but you know, it kind of sounds like a disease. Like, no offense to anyone who has the name, but it kind of sounds like a disease. I'm so sorry to say this, but the results come back positive. You have Balasundaram Fonseca. Oh, for fuck's sake. Is there any tablets I can take or something? Well, I mean, yeah, but unfortunately, you have Balasundaram Fonseca. Mate, I really want to get this fucking thing done. I'm on 96.9k. I need 100k for this achievement. Do I... Okay, I have a set time when I want to end the stream, but if I have to, will I go into overtime to do it? Then sure.
I'm frightened.
Access the data. The secure data at Seal. These Naught contracts all just seem to be the same thing. It's either steal something, get data from something, just, yeah.
You're in. Now find the thing.
Got a nice view of Tower Bridge over there. You know, it's actually been ages since I've been to Tower Bridge. Oh, do you know what? With how much talking I've done on this stream, 3.5 hours of just absolute waffling, I can feel my throat getting dry. I have been drinking my Dubby, which obviously you can get 10% off, code 2.5, link in the description, but... I've been talking so much! My throat's raspy. I'll sleep good tonight. Good thing is I haven't done a lot of yelling. If I had to do a lot of yelling, I'll probably lose my voice tomorrow, but...
Alert triggered. Come with me now.
The hell I am.
Oh. Got 2 Albion officers right there, and I need to get my spider behind them. Right. Do you know what, yeah? I actually really do hope that when I make that clip and put it on YouTube, TikTok, that someone with that name actually comments. I think that would just be crazy. Maybe they'll subscribe as well. Oh, that's not what I wanted to hack.
That's the target. Should be hackable.
Oh, shit. No. Shit. No! Right. Okay. We try again.
Transfer complete.
Done. So every single one only gives you 630 Ito. That's shit, man. Can there not be one that at least gives you 1,000? Why does it have to be 630?
Look around. No stone unturned.
But it's the only way to grind money in this game now. Because, as I say, they removed the money glitch that you could do in the game. Initially, there was a glitch. I've said about it before, but I'll say it again. There was a glitch you could do where if you went into a pub in the game and it had a safe, you could open the safe and grab the money, and then you could, like, if you dashboarded out of the game and then reloaded the game again, you would then end up back in the pub, and you'd be standing in front of the safe, and then you could just keep pressing the open safe button, and you would just keep opening it, and you'd grab like £1,000, pound Ito every single time. I still want to know why they didn't use pounds in this game. I'm still very curious about that. Why the currency in this game is called Ito. Do they not have the right to use pounds? Because when you play a game set in America, the game will use dollars. I know there's obviously some games where they don't, like, or they'll give it something else, like in Dead Space, right? In Dead Space, it's just called credits, right? Or whatever, and they'll make up some currency. But I'm really curious why Ubisoft didn't use pounds. Were they not allowed to? Did they just decide not to and say, hey, well, in our version of London in the future, everyone's going to have this currency called Ito? I really want to know. Is it because they thought if Americans play this game, they're going to be confused as to why it's pounds and not something else? Do you know what? I'll never forget. I'll never forget this old video. The video about... Oh, this was years ago. We're talking classic YouTube, right? There was a video where it was like it was some little girl, and she was explaining about how she met some guy on The Sims, like the game, The Sims, right? And that the guy was from America. No, she was American. The guy was from the UK. I almost fucked up the story. It's a really old video. I think it's still on YouTube. It might not be anymore. I don't know. What? How have I been detected? Oh, for fuck's sake. But yeah, so there's like this classic YouTube video where it's this girl. She's from America, and she says about how she met this guy from the UK, and they met on Steam, and he was buying her games or whatever. Which, I'm not gonna lie, when you actually think about the story, depending on the age of this guy, it can actually be really fucking creepy and noncy, because if it's a grown-ass man, this is a child. Like, the child is in the video. And she's saying about how this guy has been buying her games on Steam that she met online. So, yeah. And in the video, I think he asked her, oh, do you want to get The Sims or whatever? And she asks him, oh, how much would it cost? And he says £15. And she replies, no, I asked how much it would cost, not how much it weighs. And I was like, for fuck's sake. Like, I was like, for fuck's sake. I think it went down as like one of the dumbest videos in history or something. You know, like when it used to be a thing on Twitter as well. You could find dumbest tweets. And it would be a whole, like, Twitter page just full of dumb shit people have said. But yeah. In fact, going on to that subject of dumbest tweets, I'll never forget the one where someone actually tweeted, what's Obama's last name? That was fucking stupid. Funny though, makes funny content as well. Oh, I need to deactivate. Are you taking the piss? Oh, it's one of them. I need to deactivate it, but to deactivate I have to do a bloody puzzle. Oh shit. Oh, fuck it. The alarm's already gone off now. We might as well just... Shit!
Transfer complete.
Oh, come on, man. We're so close. Do you know what? Is there a pub that has a safe that I haven't done? Because I honestly feel like that would just be faster. But at the same time, I know that I don't think it will show it on the map. I think you have to actually get to the pub, and then once you're actually inside it, you'll see if there's a safe in there. I don't think it shows on the map. What? Why is it saying connection? Oh, my spider bot. Because I left it in there. You know what? You have got random points on the map where you can get Ito, but I think they're just like little tablets that you hack and then they give you like 20 to 30 Ito. I don't think they're worth doing. Or actually, I could be wrong. Could be wrong. Maybe I should try one. But apparently there's one up there. I can get my spider bot up there. Let's try it. Or actually, get my spider bot up here and then just double jump. Yeah, no, it's literally just a tablet. How much does it give me though? 216? Oh, for fuck's sake. Why would you put that on the fucking map? Not even worth it. Right, access the CTOS hub at the hospital. I'm going to switch characters just because he's closer and it saves me driving, and I'm trying to move quickly now because obviously the time of the stream. To be fair, if I do this achievement even before the time when I want to finish, then we'll wrap it up there.
You found the spot.
Let's poke around this area.
Oh shit.
Did you hear that?
Oh fuck, I've got the wrong gadget equipped. Nope, nope.
Better shut down this spider drone. You hear that?
Oh! Here's a safe. Oh, that's what we're talking about. There's the big boy bucks. Oh, sweet. Now if I do this mission, I'll have enough money. Oh, you're taking the piss. Oh, actually, there's another way I can get out. Anytime you see a safe in this game, well worth opening, because you'll easily get $1,000 out of it. If only you could do that in real life, though. Well, actually, I mean, you could in real life, but then that would just be stealing. If you actually went somewhere and there was just a... Well, actually, no. Not like it would be out in the open. Imagine going out in the open and there's just a safe sitting on the floor and you open it and there's £1,000 in it. Right, we have enough now. Yes, we have 100,153. I don't know why I went to say 100 and. Fucking idiot. But anyway. Right, now we just got to spend it all on clothes to pop this achievement. Where's a place with loads of clothes shops? Over here? Yeah, we'll go over here. But yeah, we just got to spend it on clothes now, and then we'll pop that achievement, and then that will actually be it for this stream, I think.
Might as well. I joined up for a reason.
Right, run over to this clothes shop. Oh, fuck me! I did not mean to do that. I keep getting X and Y confused. Oh my god, they're going to beat me up while I'm shopping. Oh my days. So literally just buy all the clothes. No, I didn't want to equip them. Fucking hell. Wait, is it... This place only sells shoes? Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay, where's another clothes shop? Where's that area that literally just has loads of them all next to each other? I believe... Is it Piccadilly? Oh.
Up for a spot of action? Yeah, man, let's up in this.
I still think this character's voice doesn't suit. Oh, whoa! LaRoche72, thank you for the follow. Really appreciate it. Oh, actually, need to quickly check something. Okay, not who I thought you was going to be. But thank you so much for the follow, LaRoche72. Much appreciated. 2 followers this stream. Love that. Hopefully many more to come in the next stream. Yeah, it's me. Wait. Hang on. Are you who I think you are? On Instagram? Oh my god, you are! Hello, Sam! Podcast, yes! You got my message. Awesome. Oh, so there you go. So for anyone who's wanted to know. So, Sam here, Sam LaRoche, owner of the Hodcast, is one of the podcast creators I reached out to about collabing. Well, Sam, it's nice to meet you and for you to see me on stream. And hopefully we can talk on Instagram a bit more, or even now, briefly, about me collabing and being on your channel, if that's something that you're obviously interested in. I'm very interested in working with you, and I've talked a lot during this stream about things I want to talk about. But I'd love to do that in a podcast setting, and again, just meet another creator, especially one who's local, or whatever. But yeah. Oh my god! Let's go, Sam! Oh, really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you for the sub with your Prime. Oh my god, follow and sub on the same stream. Well, you know what we got to do? I've got to write this down. So, Sam, just to explain to you, because obviously you're brand new here, and again, thank you so much for following on Instagram, Twitch. Please subscribe to the YouTube as well. Check it out. And subscribing to the Twitch. But when you sub to the Twitch, you get access to the emotes. If you join our Discord server, you can be in the sub-only section. On top of that, every time someone subscribes, I take that moment and clip it, and it will go onto the YouTube after the episode of this playthrough. So when I release this episode onto the YouTube, I will put the clip of you subscribing on the YouTube for the following day or around close to the time, because I still, at the time of me streaming this, need to do Paul's one. So I've got to write all this stuff down. So I'm going to write here, Sam LaRoche subscribes. Watch Dogs Legion episode 21, and then just put the time. You need Nightbot. What's Nightbot? I'm still up for learning a bunch of new things when it comes to Twitch and YouTube and stuff. Obviously, I only just recently learned how to do the text-to-speech if people cheer bits, so we've now recently implemented that. But yeah, no, what's Nightbot? Sounds quite cool. Right, I'll put 3 hours 45. But yeah, once again, Sam, thank you so much for the sub. Have you joined the Discord? I'm actually curious now if you joined the Discord as well. I'm just having a look. No, by the looks of it, you haven't. But that's okay. You've subbed to the Twitch. You're following me on Insta. And again, let's hopefully talk. Let's talk collabs. Well, actually, I mean, we can talk about it briefly now. I'm just going to quickly try and get this achievement for... Not in Discord yet. Oh, but the key word there being yet, so hopefully you join the Discord. But yes, nah, man. I've reached out to you because, yeah, I'd very much like to be on your podcast, man. I've seen some of your episodes. I've seen that you interview quite a lot of people locally, and I say locally as to where I'm from. And I just would very much love to, yeah, just be a part of that and get to know a bit more about what you do and talk about a bit of what I do. And to be honest, it's what I already do anyway. So obviously the main content that I do, as you can see, is streaming. And then I want to branch off into doing more stuff, as you saw in my message. Finish your stream and I'll message you tomorrow. Sounds like a plan, Sam. But again, thank you so much for the support. Yeah, we will talk business. I'm lurking playing COD. Wait, you're not playing Black Ops 7, are you? Oh no. But yeah, no, it'll be good to talk business outside of this, and it'll also be really good if obviously you're interested to collab. I've said this before and I'll say it again, I don't think anyone has anything to lose with collabing with people. Obviously, so long as the people are friendly, nice, which you seem to be friendly and nice. But, you know, I don't think there's any reason in this day and age. And as well, I think even other social media sites and even CEOs, because again, I'm pretty sure I saw this with YouTube's CEO, where he was interviewed and they asked him, oh, you know, what do you think is the successful thing to YouTube? And, oh, why do I keep pressing the wrong button? Yeah, what do you see as a key to success on YouTube and your platforms and stuff? And the two things he said was bingeable content, so obviously have loads of content so that if someone discovers your channel through one video, they have a bunch of other videos they can watch. And the other one was, I think he said collabs. I think one of the biggest things he said was, oh yeah, collab, you know, get to know other creators, work with them, work together, which again, I'm all about working together. Like, I think it's a massive thing that more people should do. But Warzone with the old men. Ah, fair enough. I was going to say, hopefully not Black Ops 7, because I'm sure you've seen what an absolute shit show Black Ops 7 has been. Right, we're almost there. We're almost there with this achievement. We've got 30k left to spend. And once we do that, we will pop the achievement for spending 100k. Oh! 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 I got it! I got it! Fresh threads! Spend 100k on clothes. And in the process, I've made this guy look absolutely ridiculous. Do you know what? I might actually just leave him like this. Which character is this on my team? Caleb. Caleb can't. Well, Caleb certainly can wear this outfit. That was a shit joke. I'm so sorry. But like, look at him. He looks so silly. He's wearing a dress. Or a skirt, rather. A Union Jack skirt. Got the beanie. He's got the knockoff. Is that meant to be a knockoff of Chelsea? That logo? I don't know what football team that is. I don't really follow football, but. And then he's got the Union Jack jacket, and he's got the weird beanie. Oh mate, yeah, look at him. He looks fucking hilarious. But you know what? Perfect timing, because okay, I was gonna end my stream at 9 PM anyway, because I've got to be up super fucking early for work tomorrow. I'm mainly on the early shifts this week, and when I have to get up early for work, it means I have to end my streams around 9ish. Good thing we didn't have to go into overtime, but yeah, we've managed to end the stream. Again, I'm really happy with how tonight's stream turned out. Massive thank you to everyone who tuned in tonight. Really appreciate it. As I say, the last two streams were quiet, and I'm not ashamed to say that. Sometimes the streams are quiet, sometimes they're busy. I'd love for them to obviously get busier and for the community to grow, but I understand not everyone can make the streams. But yeah, honestly, it's been a lot of fun tonight. All I've done tonight is literally go for these collectibles, get these achievements, and just absolutely waffle, talk about everything. But I want to talk about more things in other content and future content. So again, I'm now going to speak in terms of those watching this in the future as a YouTube video. Again, anyone live with me as well, lurking or otherwise. If you haven't yet, subscribe to the YouTube, check out all the content, follow all my socials, links down below, and you'll see more things that I'm going to be doing, and you'll get to hear my voice more, because hopefully, I'm sure you hopefully like the sound of my voice, because if you're going to subscribe, that means you're going to be hearing it a lot, as well as the other two, but we'll talk about the other two, and maybe even hopefully get the other two. That's another thing, we need to get all three of us on stream again. I'm always constantly pestering Harry and Aaron to jump back on stream with me at some point, but again, life gets in the way. With the build up to Christmas especially, life certainly can get in the way. I don't know when I'll be live next. As I say, we don't really have a streaming schedule. So this is again me addressing anyone who's live with me. I don't know when I'll be live next, but that is really down to, again, you got to just follow the socials, because when I go live, you'll see it on there, and that's basically how you join. One day I'd like to have a schedule, but that'll be when we do this full time, which we can't do yet. Anyway. But that's it. Again, I'm waffling now, which I've already done for nearly... Well, actually, now I'm looking at the time. Nearly 4 hours, but we'll chop some bits out when we put this on the YouTube. Again, massive thank yous to, and I've got to thank all these people tonight. Again, thank you to everyone for watching, but I've got to thank specifically, I want to thank Jaxie for all the bits you've cheered today, and a lot of the talking, because a lot of the questions Jaxie was asking during the stream, I was answering. It gave me loads of things to talk about. It's part of the reason why I waffled so much, even though I do anyway. Massive thank you to Pixel Noctus for following. Really appreciate. Didn't see your name in the chat. Hopefully you can chat next time. If not and you just followed and you were lurking, still appreciate it though. And lastly, obviously just joined, massive thank you to Sam, also known as LaRoche72, for following and subscribing, both in the same breath. And yes, of course, outside of stream, we'll talk business. But yeah, thank you so much, everyone. Won't take up any more of your guys' time. You've been a wonderful audience. For those watching this on YouTube, give this video a big old thumbs up if you haven't already. And if you're brand new, subscribe to 2.5 Gamers UK for more content. That's it from me. As I always say when closing these things out, you'll see me and I'll see you in the next one. So take care.